Yo, we are so back. We are so back. I appreciate everyone's patience. We're actually back to playing our game and getting everything started. I blame Xcode because I had Xcode open, and somebody was wondering if actually Cursor deleted my whole hard drive, and it's not. So luckily we're back again. So I appreciate everyone's patience again for coming back to the game. We can go ahead and if you want to get started to play the game, we have the game over at yeeball.com. So Yee Ball is kind of where we're at. Also appreciate the person who just came through with a thumbs up. That means y'all are watching, and we're currently back in action. So we're spinning everything back up. If you're just kind of watching this broadcast for the first time, I just got everything kind of working on mobile now. And so what's great about it is I think the changes, did we push them up yet? Yeah, we're going to work on adding some sprites. So if you go to yeeball.com, there's already a match that someone's playing, and there's in the lobby just trying to get stuff ready. So I'm going to say ready up, and this person can start the game or not, and then we should be able to play a little game of soccer. And so this is kind of like a fun little way of playing some soccer, and we're going to go ahead and implement some of the sprite stuff coming up next. So while that game is going to be going, yeah, we're so back. Thank you so much. Some of the other folks are going to be joining. So what's nice about this is this game is actually being played in real time. So the folks who are currently joining in, we're able to scan this QR code or join the link. This person has a link here, so I'm just going to paste this in the chat. So if you're currently watching, you can actually click that link. You can join in this game right now live. We're currently live. We have multiplayer set up. All of this stuff was basically vibe coded live, which is kind of insane that we did this live. We built the game live. I've never made a game in my life, or never made a game like this, or never really made a game. So it's kind of fun. So we can start the match now. And so we can start the match, and you can kind of control the player, using the joystick and stuff like that, and they can kick. And then we also have this new view. So for those who are wondering, if you're playing on mobile, when you go far away and the ball is out of view, you can see it's supposed to show the arrow of where the ball is, but that's not appears to be the case. I got to fix some bugs. It was showing it before. So yeah. Probably got to fix that screen for mobile. Yeah. For mobile, would love some suggestions in terms of what do you want to see more? Do you want to see should show? Yeah, so it's really interesting. So when the ball goes out here, I think, do you want it more zoomed in? Do you want? Oh, I think somebody was talking about showing the field maybe going further and then making these a little bit more translucent or something like that. Is that kind of what you're thinking about? Yeah. So I'm really curious to see what you think there. Yeah. So that's what's up. So this is currently the game, and if I go on desktop, we can also see the game live. So if we go to Yee Ball, we can join the game, and now we can join. And we're actually, since it's live, this is currently, we can see, here I am. Okay, cool. I'm going to steal the ball from my friend. Boom. This is me. Oh no. Oh, come on, Caesar. Bro, what are you doing? Yo, pass the ball. Come on. Hit spacebar. No. Bro, you can't be doing that. I'm going to stand over here. I'm gonna basically guard. Yeah, I got it. I sniped it. Team Red's got to come up here. Come on, blood. Let's go. Let's go, blood. Hey. Let's go. Hit spacebar. Oh yeah. Come on. Let's see. I gotta move my players. Gotta get the defense going. So it's like a defense strat where you're basically dang, it's halftime already. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the game. We can play on mobile, you can play on this. And then if I wanted to exit out, I can exit out that player. So that player now becomes available. So then now there's a slot that's available. So here I should actually pay attention to I'm gonna defense. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. So let's build some sprites here, because you can see the mobile player right here, or sorry, the person whose name's mobile. The character doesn't move and everything. So while this is going, I'm going to go ahead and kind of put this to this, the side over here. So we'll have this to the side, and I'm going to try to see if I can get this plan going here from cursor. So cursor will kind of run the game plan, and I'm just going to move this a little bit, kind of get rid of this. So while that's going, y'all can see what's going on over here. So I'm going to actually go in here and just kind of watch the game. I'll leave this going up here. So this is here. Actually, I'll exit the game so that way it doesn't, some of the people who are playing can actually play. And then we'll kind of check some of the things out a little bit later, see what people are up to. Okay, so I had Gemini. In essence, we're taking a look at Gemini. So Gemini is currently running through my app right now, and it did a check to see like where are we with our implementation plan and what was done and what wasn't done. And so as of now, it looks like the jersey number correctly identified here. Plan said 10, uses 5. Okay, so the MCP connected. This implementation has gone so far. And I reviewed the code base, key updates here, and the kicker animation noted that the kick frames are loaded in boot scene. The logic play, the Altman kick animation kicks in still missing in the game scenes. Okay, so placeholder defined status here. Updated all checklists. Updated the last thing. Okay, so we have these changes now that are coming in. So test the sprite matches, and then what else do we have here? So validation checklist, run a cycle. All sprites have transparent. All sprites have 64. Okay. So yes, phaser integration. This looks about right. And then the status document, we are integrating the PixelLab. The current focus is the Altman character. So here we have, and the jersey number correctly identified. That's correct. The ball sprites. So we still need to implement these. So not yet implemented. Okay. So this is where we're going to use Opus. And then complete the Altman integration. So let's go ahead and complete the Altman integration. Okay, cool. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep all, and I'm going to just check these changes in and hit. Okay. So I'm going to create a new chat to see if we can work on the next phases of the sprite status. So the way, should I just go into plan mode? I'm going to use a smart model and just work on the next phase. So commit these. And then go into our sprite status just by itself. Okay, so let's work on the animation directions. Okay, I'm going to add to the status file. Let's continue the work here, and the feature that we want to focus on are the animation directions to make sure that they're all going to be fully working. Right now, only 2 out of 8 directions are currently generated, so we're going to have to verify that the files are generated and integrate them as appropriate. Integrate them. Yeah. Okay, cool. So instead of Gemini Flash, I'm going to do Opus 4.5 as this agent. Okay, so we're going to run with this because this already has all the data it should need according to the plan. And then this is the plan integration notes. Okay, so it should know about the plan integration notes because this is actually where it's coming from. And this actually, we saw it in the thinking trace. So in the thinking trace here, it shows it's reading the plan integration notes. So, and it actually pulled this file. And the reason why I did that is because it's actually mentioned here in the README up here at the top. So that's really important that you have these things in here. So I'll help you get the complete directions. So it actually grabbed the character. It looks at the character. I can see that the only Southwest, okay. So let me create a task list to start generating the items. So now it's running the MCP server. And so the MCP server that it's currently running is that one from PixelLab AI. So PixelLab AI has a way to, let's see if I can kind of show you PixelLab. This is the one where it's going to run the vibe coding thing. And in the vibe coding thing, it's basically just sending an MCP request to grab the characters that we need. So that's what's going to be cool here. So in the docs, why use PixelLab for vibe coding? Your AI coding assistant pixel art superpowers via MCP. It is a superpower because I don't have to edit all the sprites individually. I just get whatever I need. See, now it's going to wait for 60 seconds. What happened here? So it says generate the branding animations, download the zips and extract them, generate the kick animations for the 6 directions, test all animations. And I think I want to create another one for the soccer ball. So while this is going, I'm going to see if I can create a new one and update the plan for. I also want to get a really cool soccer ball sprite, and I'm not currently sure, but I need you to review these documents to see if it's something that we're going to be talking about / integrating. Okay, I think this status and then the implementation. And then this is the PixelLab integration notes. This is just on how to integrate it. This is the sprite prompt sheet. So soccer ball modular. So yeah, these are different sheets that we're going to be using. This is also about, we're going to do a face upload soon with Google Gemini. And that's going to be like this is not going to be probably by Christmas, but hopefully if we have enough time, we can get that in. So this one's, I'm going to go into plan mode. Okay. We're going to do Opus 4.5. And so while that's going, we're going to go back to this guy. So this is still, the kick animations are now generating, waiting 90 seconds. Okay, this is really cool. You're cooking. Thanks, man. Thank you so much, dude. Which plan do you have? I got the $12 a month for the PixelLab AI because I wanted to have a shorter wait time, but I think I'm still kind of waiting for a while. Let's see. I think if I go to, let's see, in PixelLab, I went to pricing. Yeah, I got this one, tier 1. I may bump up this one because this is a priority queue. And to be honest, I should probably do that right now. I went to this one. You get 2000 generate images. This looks pretty good. We have map generation support, but I think for this one we get more than double and we get a faster queue. So I think this is probably where we're gonna end up going. Highest priority, up to 20 concurrent background jobs. That's fire. So depending, like it might be worth a one-time monthly spend of $50 if we're just gonna go crazy and just generate all kinds of assets for the game all at once. But I feel like maybe jumping here, we'll see the speed difference because right now I have to wait a little bit of while to get this thing going. So let's see. Let me wait for them. Okay, so now it's planning the next moves. So now it's running the MCP tool call to get the character. Interesting. Cook. Okay, so it failed again. Some kick directions are still processing. 2 failed. Let me wait a bit more for the remaining ones to complete. Yeah, I'm just going to upgrade my plan. I feel like we got to do that right now. Because I already have the $12 a month plan, but I'm going to just, like, I need to finish this game before Christmas, you know what I mean? So let me go ahead and see if I can get that sorted out real quick. So if I go to account, let me just go ahead and sign in here. So I have my account, subscription, loading. Yeah, let me sign in. So I got to sign in with my account. Here we go. Take all my monies. Okay, so we go to subscription. Okay, so we're going to, let's see. Do I get a referral code? Oh, I do have referral codes here. That's awesome. So if anyone wants tier 2 for $1 off forever, give your friend a permanent discount and get $1 off your subscription for each referral. Cool. Let's go ahead and do that. So here's tier 1. And then if you use this code, that'll get you, I think, $1 off your subscription. And then this is tier 2. Okay. So if you use this is for the tier 2 stuff, that will get you that. And then this will just get you the tier 1. So like that, if you use any of these codes when you check out, that'll get you a discount. So that's kind of cool. So I hit change subscription here. And then in change subscription is kind of where I'm able to go up to like tier 2 or go tier 3. Right now I'm just doing monthly building because I'm not really sure like how much longer I'm going to have it. I mean, because I'm just making a game for the first time. So early access. Yeah, let's do this one because that way I'll get the higher queue. This is still going right now and this is already kind of getting its thing going. But okay, so all the animations, let me download the assets and extract them. So now it's just going to, cursor is literally just downloading the like it's doing the work all in this one chat, which is nice. So all running directions are now in place, 8 of 8. So the kick is missing northwest. Now let me update the code in all directions. Let's go. Cursor is cooking. Let's see. Look at all these frames, right? So what do we have here? Oh, okay. That's a nice kick. Okay. Nice. Wow. Altman run. Look at that. Okay. Wow. That's a nice soccer ball. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, cool. All right. So yeah. Oh man. And I want to get like different soccer balls too. So kick animated directions we have here. And then directions here. Okay, this is ridiculously cooking. So let me subscribe to the higher plan. So that way our next generations will go fast. We'll be able to make I want to make all the players before I get off the stream. So that's what we're going to do right now. The stream, we're just going to cook. Literally just cook. So subscribe. New price, 24 bucks a month. Confirm change. I should just go all in, 50 bucks, right? Why not YOLO? Okay, did I do it? Confirm change. I clicked the button, I think. Oh man, what happened? Oh, it is going through. Hopefully I didn't charge twice. I clicked the button and it's still going. Oh, okay, cool. So it worked, I think. Hopefully I didn't get charged twice. Yeah. Why is the soccer ball not showing in the flames? Powerful kick. Okay, let's see. Player frames. So why is the soccer ball showing in the player? I think the soccer ball, I don't know. I have to take a look. Let me just make sure I got the right plan set up before I take a look real quick. So we are now, as of now, we're currently tier 2 pixel artisans. And so we're going to figure out what this means. So, and then let's go ahead and take a look at these characters. So what's happening in characters now? Characters. We can create, these are our characters that we've created so far. So if I go to here, oh, this is everything. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, so this is the actual character. Dang. Cursor helper. Okay, allow. Oh, wow. Okay. So what if I, okay, create. Oh, share, export. Let me just refresh. See what's going on. I have a pretty like rich character. Oh, it's actually starting my game right now. Dang. So it's trying to start my game. Let's see. Oh, bro, Cursor is launched the browser on my behalf and is like literally trying to play the game right now. Wow. Wow. I'm playing the game. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So, okay, good. Now I see the match page. Let me take a screenshot. The game is running. I see the element sprite with the player jersey. The sprite's facing south. Let me test the movement. So Cursor is testing the movement from that prompt. We got AGI, folks. I don't know about you, but we already secretly have AGI. Off that prompt, Cursor launched the browser by itself, uninstructed. Opus is dangerous. Is testing the MCP. Like, that's insane. So it's like, good, the app is running. Let me create a match in the animation. So like, it's actually checking itself right now. This is crazy. And here's all the changes. We have a lot of changes, 55 changes, mostly assets. That's insane. So now let me update the sprite status. That's crazy. So we have the player here. So now we have like the correct, see all the directions here. Nice. Oh, wow. So we have the full on Altman. Wow. That's cute. Look at that. I like this. Okay. So now we got the whole thing. What? On one prompt. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. So now that's why I paid for the higher concurrency one. So now I'm just going to generate the rest of the players. Sheesh. That's insane. So what do we do with the status document? So now we're saying, okay, we got this. We got the jersey number, and then we got the running animations all settled here with the frames. We failed to generate north. I think north is working. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, so kick. Okay, yeah, we got to get the kick trigger here. So, okay, cool. Let me check some of these in. Whoa. All right, so the animation generation is complete. Successfully generated and integrated animation directions, all 8. Files modified, new animation files downloaded. Okay, and so the kick animation need to implement a listener for the game to play a kick animation. Failed kick directions could retry generation. So, I also want to take a look at the ball because the ball itself is like when the player has the ball is like in the middle. So I'm going to say, whoops. So if I pass it to this guy and then I could just say screenshot. When the player has the ball is currently sitting in the middle of the character when it should be at the feet. Let's see. Let me add these code changes too. YOLO. Did the ball move while you ran left? I think so. Let me see. No, it's kind of like it stays at the like it there. Yeah, I see the position comes. Yeah. I use PixelLab for the assets, but it does not have a way to make objects or anything else player animations. Is there a way I can make other assets like cars and other? I thought you could just prompt it. You should be able to make. I know you can make characters, but I think that's kind of what this promises, right? Like Cyberpunk Samurai, right? I think you could just create them here. So like in the creator, this is where you can generate an image will appear here. So you just full body view of an elven warrior. Let's see, editor API docs. So you said you want to create like an item or something, right? I feel like you can just put this as an MCP and just ask it to, right? I'm not really sure. No, I mean, when you kicked it while you turned, it went to the goalie, I think. Oh yeah, so this one, it will automatic. It's a auto aim right now for the game. So like when I kick it, it always goes to the goalie. That's if you do kick. So what do we have here? The player sprite is centered at 0, 0. So the ball is, okay, that's right. Create another match. Start match. So let me find where the player data is processed and track who has the ball. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me just see if I can give it a screenshot. Can I give it the ball? Canvas. Oh, because it's a game canvas, it's a little strange. Like you can't necessarily, let me just create lobby. Oh, it's cursor is automating itself. Yeah, let me create a new match. So create the lobby button, waiting 2 seconds, planning moves. It's actually getting the canvas now. I'm going to actually delete the canvas thing. It took a screenshot of the browser, and now it's taking a look. I can see the ball is positioned at the player's feet near the bottom. Now I could play. Let me select the forward. Okay. Wow. Planning next move. Capturing snapshot. Oh, it does kick. Did you see that? Watch. That's interesting. Let me go back to the player. That's it. That's kind of cute. Oh, I see. It goes up because it goes to the center. Okay. So summary, when the player has the ball, it was visually appearing at the center. And so the solution was added a Y offset. And then the ball now appears at the player's feet instead of, so I think, yeah. So like, okay. I think we have to generate the other sprites, but I want to get the characters at least in the game scene here. So what are we doing? So ball offset. Yeah. Okay. So this is right now it's kind of hacky, but I'll take this change. I'll take this change right now because at least we'll have it a little bit more representative. So it doesn't always feel like he's doing like a touch ball. And then we need to generate some of the more characters. Okay, cool. So now that we did this implementation and we have the status docs updated, okay, we still have some room left. So I'm going to see, okay. Let's go to the sprite status. Let's go ahead and keep all. Keep. Okay. So let me go to sprite status and go to open preview. That way we see everything. And then let me close this Yee Ball window. Okay, cool. Sprite status, open preview. Maybe a little bit more about, yes. Yeah, I agree. Maybe you can make the football using PixelLab, see how, okay, yeah. I think so. Can we generate a nice soccer ball here for this game that will match our style? Use PixelLab's MCP to generate a soccer ball here for this game. Okay, let's just see what it does. I'm curious. So here's the kick animation. So it did it north and west. Okay. High kick. Interesting. Kick animation direction. So frames loaded but never triggered in the game. So this is partial issues we still have. Okay. Other 14 members. So we got to do the celebrate animation, the ball sprite, using the placeholder circle graphics. Oh, this is the ball sprite. Okay, and the field tiles using phaser graphics primitives. Okay, so now it's going to create the map object. So that matches the style of the element character. I'll use the map object tool. This is standard. Okay, so this is create map object. So I think it's called map object in PixelLab's API. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see, PixelLab docs, I think. Map object. Map. Map object. Okay, so map, create map, extended map, object. Okay, animation. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got a soccer ball. The ball is being generated. Let me check the result. Perfect. So now we're putting, now I'll update this boot scene. So instead of the generated placeholder. So so we used to have like a little fake circle. Now we're actually going to use a ball sprite. That's going to be fire. So we have the ball scene, and then does it animate too when it moves? That's pretty cool. Let me check the create the scene to see if we need to adjust anything. So set scale. That's cool. So what do we need to do? Set scale 0.5, 16 by 16. Okay. I like this. Let me test the new ball sprites. So it's pulling up a browser. Let's go create a match. Start match. Start ready. Okay. Here's the ball. Okay, so the ball is just kind of flat, but needs to animate and move. Okay. So the ball is there and it's kind of nice, but it seems a little small, and would love to make it a little bit bigger and would like to have it animate as it moves. Let me just go ahead and send this. So this way it'll be queued up. So here, okay, what's it doing now? Yeah, perfect. Let me, okay. Perfect. Let me just trash this one. I like this. Dude, it's crazy that cursor is literally just doing this because my prompt never got sent. You know what I mean? So like it is kind of watching this thing. Let's see. This is wild. Sprite status. Okay. Kick animation trigger. Okay. So we got to, I think for now, I'll keep it kind of hacky. And let me just get the rest of the sprites. I want to get more sprites in here. That way more characters. Sprite status. Boot scene. So yeah, it is, if you tell the MCP, it will generate an item for you. I just told it. So yeah, the ball is sliding. Yeah. I'm going to fix that in the polish phase. So probably like tomorrow or the next day, we're just going to go over like a bunch of polish. I think right now I want to sprint in like generating the characters on the screen. So I want to get like a bunch of assets generated now that I just upgraded my plan, and try to see if we can get that rolling. So yeah, had comment last car that was coming up with the title and description Facebook Marketplace. Okay. The boss trajectory change also doesn't get, don't forget to make the player selector model. Yeah, for sure. The player selector model will come in. It's going to be more teams. So like, it's just going to be like team, I'm going to have team OpenAI versus team XAI versus Meta AI, also versus team Anthropic. So like Anthropic team is already kind of, oh no, did I freeze again? Okay. The Anthropic team has like dreadlocks and everything, and they have like cool like shades and stuff. And the OpenAI team is kind of like nerdy right now. But let me know. Like, I'm just curious to see what personalities I should be putting for some of these characters. So we'll see. Also, like, I was thinking about like Team Cursor versus like, Windsurf for like Google's team, like Gemini, right? Like, it'd be kind of fun to have these different characters, like in these different, like almost memeable type of things. So, and then I want to make like trading cards. So like trading cards will come out of this as well, because you can do fire trading cards with Gemini Pro. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. This whole game is going to be insane. So yeah, but I want to get more assets generated. All right, cool. So we got the sprite status updated. Let me just check in these changes, because everyone should have the new changes now. So if we go to yeeball.com, we should have at least some of the characters already going. So let me start a match real quick, just to mess around. So this is currently live on yeeball.com. Start a match. So right now, yeah, so like this is currently live with a soccer ball, like the fake soccer ball. The real soccer ball will be coming in shortly. So here we are. So it's a little jarring with the zoom. I got to fix that, but bruh, come on, let's go. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, come on, bro. Yo. Let's go. This is kind of nuts. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so jarring. I gotta fix that. That's such a bad experience, especially on mobile. Boom, bruh. I'm schooling y'all right now. Let's see if I hit tab. Okay, hit tab. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I should be able to control this guy. So I can swap players, swap. I think you're only swapping to the nearest one. So yeah, we have 2 of 8 players in here. Cool. So, okay, cool. Yeah. It's team-based selecting basically is what I want to have. So you can select different teams. Like, yeah. So, okay, cool. So let's go to Sprite implementation real quick. And we have the status. Okay, so the status is here. Let me just keep all these. So as of now, kick animation, not yet. Implementation, celebrate other 4 team members. I want to get the other 4. Let's go ahead and work on the Brockman. I wish I had access to parallel agents. Let me see if I have that update yet, because I want that so bad. Oh, this would be so perfect for parallel agents. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start a plan. I'll show you how we're going to fake the parallel agents for this. If you want to see how I can fake the parallel agents inside of Cursor, make sure you lock in. This is going to be fire right now. So we're going to implement all 4 other team members, and I'm going to basically say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Plus this at status. Okay. I'm going to go into plan mode. So we're going to go plan mode, Opus 4.5 to implement the other 4 team members. Please do a thorough, please prepare the prompts. Okay, so I want to implement the other 4 team members. Since this will require repetitive work, I want you to split some of the details in phases, so that way I can hand it off to multiple agents to achieve these tasks in parallel. A lot of times when we're generating these assets using PixelLab, we have to wait for a period of time. So I want to make sure we can have tasks that we generate to PixelLab be done in a specific chat or in a specific task. And then some of the implementation and verifications can be done in separate tasks following those. That is just a suggestion, but I want you to think through this and maybe improve upon this, because I think this is just a silly idea that I just am coming up with right now. Let's see. I'm just kind of yapping. Unstructured prompts. Okay, so I'm telling Opus to kind of take my yapping and see if it can basically improve it. Because the goal is just to kind of run all these asset generations in parallel. And I'm in plan mode. So Opus 4.5 in plan mode. Right now, we're burning through our credits. We use like $25 on this stream, literally, just to do some of the stuff that we've been fixing. So yeah, that's what's up. So let's see what's going on here. Dude, Whisper Flow, premium yaps, bro. Premium yaps for sure. Bro, I love the stream right now. Everyone's so chill. Everyone's so chill. I think late night vibes are actually much more chill. Parallel agent generation of team OpenAI characters. So we're going to have the asset generation with the Brockman, the generic defender, and then the light cap. And then, oh damn, this is crazy. The work naturally splits into 2 phases, blocking patterns. So phase 1, asset generation, 4 parallel tasks. Each task is self-contained and follows the same workflow. Agents can work in parallel. So task A, damn. Okay, so what do we have here? So this is our plan. I'm gonna download this just to make sure I save it. Do you want to save? Yes. Okay, so we have the plan saved. Okay, so here we go. So task A is to generate the Brockman defender, and we're gonna have the jersey number 2 defender role. And then these are the colors, and then this is the workflow. So this is where I could probably hand it off to Google Gemini Flash, right? Like this will just do the work. I mean, low-key, I might just try that. Hey, Scott, how's it going, man? Aloha. Thank you so much for kind of tuning in. So now we're actually generating more characters. So we just finished, if you're just tuning in, Scott, what we have live now, I think on my website, let me just make sure I'm good. Create lobby. When I start a match, we have it working on mobile. So like on your phone, you can kind of check this now. This is just using, like last night I was just kind of playing around with it. And so you can kick this thing. So we have the character now with the little ball, and the ball doesn't animate yet. So that's going to be coming, but we're going to speed run creating all the characters. And I just upgraded my plan from $12 to $14 for PixelLab. So that way I can have the faster thing for today. And we're just kind of fixing some bugs. We added some arrows. I still have some other things to fix, but kind of getting things a little bit more polished. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you so much for trying it. So what we're doing now in Cursor is we're going to fake the parallel agents thing because it's currently not a thing we have. And we're just going to, in Cursor, what I found out from the Cursor team is you can check mark each of these and then say build in a new agent. So I'm basically just going to take one task and build a new agent. And then I'm going to do the second task, build a new agent. So I'm just going to do each task individually. So that way we'll kind of fake the parallel and they'll be all running at the same time because we're literally just waiting for the same thing. So let's see. So task A is the Brockman, and then the generic defender, task B, and then the light cap, and then this one. So phase 2 is a code integration. So once we have all the assets, then we're going to move on to phase 2, which is basically here. So integrate all 5 characters. So this is how we're going to do it. We're just going to so each one is going to get its own chat window, basically. This is how we're going to like fake the integration. I'm going to check in these changes real quick just to make sure I don't lose them. I think I'm starting to lose my voice. All right, cool. So we're going to do this. Task 1. Here we are. All right. So we're going to say build a new agent. And so if you don't know, like in this view with Cursor, this is how you're going to keep track of all of your chats for this specific plan. It's going to be saved in this little plan folder here. So this is kind of where you're going to be able to go back and say, this is like, task 1. So if I go in here and I say build a new agent, that's task 2. And then I'm going to say task 3 here. I'm going to say build a new agent. So each of them will keep getting new agents for each of these tasks. And so you can monitor the chat by going to the very bottom here. So I go Brockman. And so now I could see this task A that's kicked off with this chat. And I go to generic defender, and like this is the task and it's kicking it off and it's going to run the MCP server. And then so task D, I'm going to go over here and say build a new agent. So now we have 4 tasks that are kicked off all in parallel. And this is going to be like our fake parallelization, if you know what I mean. And this all actually gets started in plan mode. So if you're starting plan mode in Cursor, it's going to, like, if you tell it specifically to split it out in phases so that the work can be done in parallel, this is kind of basically what we did. So phase 1 is like the parallels, 4 parallel tasks. It even calls it out here. And then once we have all the assets on thing, the last task for phase 2 is just to integrate them all. And so all we have to do is just click the check mark, build a new agent, build a new agent. So we're seeing, chat 1 is over here. So this is chat number 1. Chat number 2 is over here. Chat number 3 is here. And then chat number 4. So they're all going in parallel. And I don't know, because we upgraded our plan, we're getting the results back from PixelLab a lot faster, by the way, like crazy fast. And it seems to have less errors. So I like this new plan, to be honest. It was worth the upgrade. It was worth paying $12 more this month just to get this. So this is kind of cool. This is amazing how fast it's running, to be honest. I'm actually very surprised. But this is then, like, when I have this, literally we're just going to go to Anthropic, generate those, integrate them. So we're just going to keep repeating this plan, and we should be able to be like, we're cooking. So this is part 2 of the phase, because the first live stream kind of abruptly stalled, and I was fixing some bugs, but now like is really like where we're going to be churning out these assets like crazy. So this is going to be fire. So you can see all the work that's being done right now. It's so crazy. So we have Brockman. So Brockman's almost done. So we have all these, but the job, okay, so I'm running the animation is queued, but the job slots are currently 10 out of 10. I need to wait for some more jobs to complete before running the queuing the kick animation. So I've kicked up all these jobs, and because each of these are running, I'm literally in a queue. So I'm running, let me verify that they're all complete. So all 8 animations are now complete. So this is crazy. This is so crazy. Not enough job slots yet. 8 and 10 in use. Let me wait for some to clear. This is crazy, but it's managing that on our behalf, right? So as far as context window, just one chat with Brockman has used up the 64,000 tokens. And then the second one here is used up 43,000. And this third one is used up 43,000. And this fourth one is used up 51,000. And right now they're just waiting. So that's what's really cool. We're crushing it right now. Like crazy asset generation. Still waiting for job slots. Okay. Getting closer. 4 of 10 used. Just need 2 more to free up. Trying again. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. The high kick is now in the queue. Let me monitor its progress. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. It's a great way of using like agents in this way for parallelization. So the high kick animations are processing. 167 minutes remaining. I don't know. I might just upgrade my plan again. So yeah, in PixelLab, if we go to like pricing. Yeah. Let's see, pricing. So we're doing this one. So we have up to 10 jobs, but like we should probably go even faster. Highest priority. That's $50 a month. That's insane. Like I still gotta get this game cooking, you know? What is this? Pixel Artisan Apprentice. Oh, so if I just do 220 a year, that'll give me all the benefits of tier 1 plus the, oh, I see. That doesn't really get this one, architect. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm cool here because I just upgraded from here to here. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look. Awesome. Sweet. Cool. Multiple directions near completion. So we have northwest, east. I mean, this is going pretty fast. 12 animations complete, only 42% and south are still pending. Okay, so we're waiting for 2 more here. And that's what's going on with the generic defender. We have these going. So these are just queued up and crushing it. So a lot of them are just waiting because the first task has been taking a while, but we got a lot of the assets generated there. So what is it doing? So once the assets are generated, then what Cursor is going to do is kick off a script to unzip them and then put them into our actual locations that we need to do. So all 6 are complete. The character is ready. Now let me download the zip and extract it to the correct location. So now here we are. So the Brockman is now downloading it from our, what do you call it here? And sweet. So it's going to download the Brockman. So here's the Brockman being downloaded. And now we have our other one here. It's just going to download here. Bam. Look at that. Holy smokes. That's amazing. So this one is the Brockman character and it has it all here. Wow. Neck, right shoulder. This is insane. This is crazy. Wow. He has glasses. Yeah, this is interesting. This is going to be fun. Damn, we're getting all of the characters up in here. Yo, that's cool. Wow. I'm going to check this in. This is insane. Other parallel tasks are still using slots. Let me wait longer. Wow. Commit. Okay. This is insane. Brockman. New team member. Let's see. So this is our progress here. So here we are, we're waiting, and then light cap generation. So these are still waiting too. GPT bot, still waiting. Brockman generation task. So did we finish? Yeah, so the Brockman one's done. So the assets are downloaded and extracted. Let me verify the structure. So we got everything for Brockman done. Successfully generated, deployed all assets for the Brockman character. Awesome. Wow. Cool. So that's done. So these 3 are still running. So we have this one here and it's just waiting. Animate character. Process 4 slots available. Need 8. Let me wait a bit more. So it's waiting for the other ones to finish. Dang. Let me wait for them to complete before checking status. Wow. All animations are complete. This is the task C, I think. Damn, this is completing pretty fast. 3 to 4 minutes. This is amazing. We're crushing through all the asset generation. Wow. Okay, cool. So yeah, here's our assets. For which team member is this one? This one is the light cap. So the middle fielder, dark hair. That was a prompt. Nice. Let's see. It's crazy how much like detail you get for these characters. Wow. Okay. Cool. Let me just check this in. Awesome. Commit. Let me just go back to this one. Okay, so here's our plan. And then let's go back to these chats. So we have the light cap complete. Now we're going back to generic defender and then GPT bot. So the GPT bot is the one that's going to be the goalkeeper. And so that's the cute little like robot looking like thing. And so, yeah, each of these labs are going to have like the version of their bot or as their mascot as the goalkeeper. So other parallel tasks are still being used. Let me wait longer. And then GPT bot here too. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. We're vibing. We're coding. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, we're totally vibing. And while we're vibing, let's go ahead and play a game. So let's go ahead. Who wants to play right now? So let's go ahead and play. I'm going to play on the desktop. All we have to do is now we actually wait. So we go to Yee Ball, and it's going to create a match. So let's go. While we're waiting for the assets to load, we're going to monitor them over here, and we're going to wait. So I'm going to say Ray, and then go ahead and join the game. So all you have to do is just go to yeeball.com. And so if you go to yeeball.com, you'll see the actual game show up. Scooby, how's it going? That's so cool. Let's see. And then if you click this link, you'll also be able to join the game. So now we're waiting for the frames and stuff to come in. So anyone wants to join, and then you can just change your name up here. And when you're ready, just hit ready up. So you're ready. And anyone else who wants to join in right now, we still got some time. We're just waiting for some of the assets to generate. So while we wait, might as well test the game and play it, right? So get some feedback and so forth. So that'd be really cool. I messed up. I realized I read it up too fast. You can unready yourself and you can switch. So by the way, so you can say like, if you go like this, and then you can change your name. So you hit this little pencil like Ray, Fernando, save. Cool. Yeah. And you can switch to different characters and stuff like that. Yeah. So cool. So yeah, we got some more players. We got how many more slots left? AI 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more slots left. Yeah. So you haven't had a chance, make sure you join in. All you have to just kind of click the link. We're just waiting for characters to join in. All right. So let's just go ahead and start a match. And then make sure you hit ready up. And then you'll get ready to go in. Cool. So now this is, no, bro, no. Oh gosh. I got scored on so bad. Let's go. Oh, yes. Nice. I'm gonna punk you. Let's see. All right. Like I stole it. Oh. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'll pass it to my guy. Oh. Bro, this guy's cheating. Oh, come on. Let's go. Oh. No. Let's go. Get it. Get it. Oh, let's go. What? No. Boom. Oh, that was a nice snipe. That was a good snipe. Oh my God, my Fernando character is like totally vibing out. Oh my God, this is too much. Let's go, bro. This is hard. Oh gosh, no. Bro. Oh my gosh. So you can hit tab if you're on the keyboard and switch to different players. Oh, come on. Ah. All right, we gotta get the score back. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. Let's go. Space. Yeah, cool. Boom. Snipe. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Yeah, so the game is still in progress. We're basically waiting for the sprites to finish, and then we're gonna finish the next phase, which is implementing them. Oh, come on. Yes. All right, cool. We're gonna win this game. First half is almost done. This is a pretty good half. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh, that was a good pass. Dang. Yeah. The game is still in progress. Yeah. Other players don't have the sprite yet. Yeah. We're still generating them. That's what we're doing right now today. So that's what we're waiting for. So that looks like the other assets are rolling in. We actually see the bot just came through. So yeah, I'm gonna just check up on that real quick. Awesome. Boom. I got you, fam. Pass it. Yes. Yo. Oh. Yo. Yo, the blue team. What happened, bro? You guys died, bro. Let's go. Let's go. To pass on the keyboard, you hit shift. The shift key. Yeah. And then it's right here at the very bottom left. It'll say like, I need to make it a better way to discover this. Maybe I'll actually, that's a really good bug fix. Right now, that's going to just open up a new tab. Help me make this discovery of the moves a little bit more intuitive. Right now, when you play the game, it's just kind of hard to realize that this is what you need to do because the text is kind of small in the corner, and maybe we can use symbols or something to better educate our players on what they need to do here. Okay, let me go to plan mode. And I'm going to do Opus 4.5. Okay, so plan mode is here. And then we're going to follow up because we're almost done with our assets. We have a whole bunch of assets. We have like 100 different files checking in. We're going to not check this one in right now. So we're going to check these ones in, stage these changes. We have a lot of assets that we've already rolled in. We're almost done with all of our assets that are generated. So commit. Damn. All right, cool. So we got those. And we're going to go back to the plan real quick. So as of now, we're still waiting on task B. Most everything else is done. The animation is now queued. Let me wait for it to complete. Okay, so now it's kicked off the animations. And then once we have that, we'll just hit phase 2. And so phase 2 should basically allow us to get all of those assets. We've got assets for all the players now. And we're still waiting on one more player to be generated. Once that's complete, then we're going to just run the phase 2 command in cursor. It's going to basically push all the changes and say, hey, here's all the files. And then I'm going to refresh. And then like 1 minute later, after the game finishes building and pushes to production, we should be able to see the assets updated live. And so we'll see all the players, but that's only for one team. And then we're going to generate the next stuff for the next team. So we're going to have OpenAI versus Anthropic basically here, which is going to be really cool. So this is currently waiting and queued up. And so we're waiting for this. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and see if it's a draw. Oh my God, bro, that's crazy. My AI fell asleep. Sam forgot to publish. Is 20 million tokens enough for the factory AI? If you're going to be building every day, you're going to need a lot more than that for sure. How to pass on keyboard. Yeah, I'm going to fix this for sure. Bro, how do we get a tie, bro? No, we got to make another game. All right, so let's make another game while we're waiting for this animation to queue because that's what we're waiting for right now. So let's go ahead and create. So Fernando, let's get back in this game. That's nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can recruit my brother and stuff. Let's see. Awesome. So cool. The animation kick is queued. Let me wait for it to complete. So we've been waiting for a hot minute. Can we just force it? Let's see. Dang. I wish we can speed up some of these MCPs. You know what I mean? Like, I think I could if I think if I pause the MCP, then I'll be able to maybe get this going. But I don't know. Like, let's see if I can do something here. So we have one part of that character up here. That's cool. So the kick animation is queued. Let me wait for it to complete. Can I cancel the operation? Because I feel like if I cancel it, 6, 12, 180, that's been 3 minutes, right? Try again. Let's see. The user canceled. Let me check the character status and download the assets. Okay, let's see. Okay, almost complete. Okay, so that's cool. So it can continue on. That way we're kind of forcing it. Since this is the only task left, I didn't feel like waiting for, I don't know how many more minutes I wanted to wait. So that's 95%. Oh, so it was still going and now it's just kind of going. So for those who are wondering, what we've done is we're using PixelLab AI and it does an MCP tool call and it gives it a whole slew of prompts as part of the API spec. And that's kind of what it kicks off to the agent. And the agent does an MCP tool call and then just waiting. And so part of the API for what PixelLab does is they give a time like saying, hey, we're still generating these, please check back in X amount of time. And that's why the agent set the timeout to check back for it later. I wasn't really following too closely because we were playing a game, but I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like anything we were stalling against. But it looks like everything's finished. And what's nice about PixelLab, it looks like they give us all the assets already at once, so we could just download them all. That way we don't have to keep track of them manually. It just unzips them. And the cursor already knows what to do with this plan. So fire. So fire. Insane. So let's just check in everything except for this guy. So I'm going to check in these changes and then we're going to move to actually implement them now. It's so crazy. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So let's see now. Commit the changes. All right. And then for this one, completed. Oh, okay. So all of these have been completed. Got it. I'll check in these ones too. Okay, cool. So now that these have been completed, so all of these tasks are completed. Now we have to move on to phase 2. So we're still in this plan. And so phase 2 is to basically get these changes all on phase 1. Now that phase 1's complete, we have all the different assets. We're going to update the boot scene. So this is the boot scene, adding the loading functions for each character, pattern matches, load element sprites, create element sprites. Okay. Update game scene. Okay, cool. So this is where we're going to put all of our stuff and then cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and PixelLab rate limit. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do this one here. So let's go ahead and build it in a new agent with Opus 4.5. Okay, so now we're going to kick off the integration task. So let's go ahead and do this here. Let's commit them. And so it's going to start by making the to-do as in progress. So, okay, cool. So now we're going to create some to-dos here. So to-dos for this. Because we already have all the assets in here now. We're just going to wait for this type of thing to land. This is cool. And then we'll be able to test everything. Nice. Now I understand the structure. I can see that all 4 characters have complete assets with all 8 directions. Let me update both. Yeah. This is awesome. The boot scene. So what are we doing here? Oh, this is for like, I guess we have to have a boot scene because it could take a while for all these assets to load. That's interesting. Wow. All 5 characters. Damn. So, wow. So here's our OpenAI characters. And then we have load all OpenAI character sprites. That's massive. So loading the frames in all 8 directions. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's hot. Wow. Okay. Now let me update the isAltman method related code to use the new character system. This is so smart. So Opus is already knowing like all the different spots to check, the hard-coded stuff we did for the one character. And now it's actually going through and just making it so that all the characters by ID will load for a given scene. That's awesome. This is insane how fast we're able to move like with Opus 4.5. Like I've been burning a lot of money here using this model, but I feel like the payoff has been worth it though. So we're at $132. We've crossed like the $100 mark for this game. So it started off with like $20 this month. And so, yeah, we're $112 here just in Opus 4.5. Interesting with Cursor. Yeah. But it's been cooking. It's been absolutely cooking. And you can see the workflow. So with Cursor, I have to like get really like surgical with it. But after learning this new plan mode trick where you start the plan and you can check mark one and say build with new one and do different chats, huge unlock, huge unlock. And the reason you do that is because you want to preserve your context windows. So my context window for each new chat, imagine if I had one big chat all trying to go and trying to manage that. It's really hard because then I would be eating up tokens just waiting for calls and doing procedural tasks. And then if you don't know, once you go over 50% of the context window, the agent will start to kind of lose track of like, oh, I downloaded these assets. What am I supposed to do with them again? You know, like it'll just start to kind of do different things and it kind of gets a little funny. So it's just easier to kick off its own little chat window for a specific task. And then it gets going. So, wow, we cooked. Let me update the game's handle 5 characters. Let's go. Let's go. Store the character ID for the animation updates. The player name above. This is crazy. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Scale to 32 for the proper thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, we cooked. Wow. Okay, so now we have goalkeeper. We have all of them. Are y'all ready for this? I don't think we're ready for this. We got to do the sprite status. Okay, so I think we got the code in. Let me just run a quick sanity check here. So let me rebuild the app, and then let's see what this will look like. So if I go to localhost 3001. So these assets should already, be in here, start the match. Okay, so here we are. I don't see, okay, all of our players are on the field. Oh, okay. So, wow. Wow. So I think I'm going to give it a screenshot because let's see if I join localhost 3001. Join the match. So I'm going to give it this. We need to make the players bigger. Okay. The players should be a lot bigger. Okay. Here's a screenshot of the players and they should be a lot bigger. As you can tell, the Altman one that we originally had is a good size, but if we can make all of the players the size of Altman, that'd be great. In fact, it would be great if it was even, oh, yeah, I think that was it. Okay, so here's a screenshot. Okay, we still have context window. We have a reference shot. This is telling it that it's done and it put it in the game, which is great. I'm going to check the changes in and commit them because it's good to check in our progress and then we'll see, commit them. Okay. And then we're going to run the secondary task so I'm going to push these changes to prod. So that way we'll see them live. And then we're going to adjust the size of the players after that. So very shortly in about 1 minute or so, when the build finishes, we should be able to test. You should be able to see this in production. So we go to Vercel. Yeah. Vercel deployments. It's building. So it takes like 30 seconds to build my app. That's fast. That's crazy fast how fast it builds. Holy smokes. Build logs. Damn, son. Damn. Come on. Let's go. So I think it's done, right? Yeah, 30 seconds. Okay, so we should have the app live. The app should be live now. So if we go to Yee Ball. Back home. Refresh. Just refresh the app. I'm going to create a match real quick and just going to do for testing. Start match. Tap to play. I wonder if we could do a SaaS app vibe coded after this. Dude, I'm down. I already have the app in mind. I got you. Join the party. So yeah, as of right now, we can see the assets are currently live. So like if I switch players, does it let me switch? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. This is kind of nuts. Let's go. Oh my God. So the colors don't match either. So like, see how it kind of green teal? Oh, maybe it does, huh? Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to make the sizes bigger so we can try it out. So let's see what happens. So the fix is in place. Now all characters have a fixed display size. Okay. So Altman was 64x sprites and the scale's 1. And so the goalkeeper light cap scaled up to match Altman. This will make 5 players. Why didn't we request the right sizes? Oh, bummer. Did we not correctly request the right sizes here? Is that why? Let me see. I want to see how it looks like. Is it going to be like really ugly or like what's this going to look like? So go here, join. Let me refresh. So they're there, but what's the fidelity like? It looks okay. I don't think I'm that impressed. Let's see. If I grab the ball, how does it look? Okay. Hey guys, let me just grab, it looks okay. I think I might, yeah, because look at like Altman. Let me grab the ball. I think I'll roll with it. I'm not happy about it, but I think I might regenerate them in the future. Okay, because I just want to get some stuff out of the way. Let me just send this off. And so I think I want to, yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay, so I'll check this change in and I'll go like this. Okay, good questions. Let me check the metadata file sizes just to make sure it's good. Because it's possible we just downloaded the wrong stuff. Yeah, the issue is, yeah, all 48x. Damn it. That's exactly what happened. The PixelLab tool defaults to size 4, not 8, if not explicitly specified. When the new characters were generated, the size 64 parameter wasn't included in the calls. So the plan didn't explicitly specify. So I wanted the size 64, so I had that nicer like look. This is kind of a pain. The fix I applied scaling up works as a workaround, but if you want a pixel perfect sprites at native resolution, you need to regenerate the characters with size 64. Would you like me to keep the scaling or regenerate all 4 characters? Okay. I want you to generate a new plan that will break it down in these phases so that we can regenerate all 4 characters at 64 pics. Okay. Kind of curious if we can also, yeah, okay, I think so. This phases, okay. Is this our plan here? Yeah. Okay, so basically we're going to enter like a bug fix mode and size 64 pics. So now we're just going to, yes, remove scaling workaround. Okay, oh, I forgot about this scaling workaround task. Yeah. Dang. Regenerate the Brockman character, regenerate the defending character. Same workflow as okay, whoa. Wow. Okay. And then remove the scaling workaround. Okay, cool. So we're going to just do the same thing we did last time. We're just going to click. Okay, so we have this guy and we hit build new agent. So in here, I might just wait for this one to kick off because I think it's going to be faster if we just wait for one of them like to run, because there's like a wait time for all these. And okay, let's see. At 64. So Ryan create character. So let me just see the ID it passed in. So yeah, so canvas size 64 by 64. This is how I know it's going to be size 64. So the parameter passed in on size 64. If I don't pass in the parameter, by the way, it's going to generate for 32-bit by default. But I want size 64 because I want the assets to be bigger. Nice. proportions, preset name, chibi. Okay, cool. Characters queued. Now I'll immediately queue both animations running kick while characters being generated. Okay, so in this one chat, it's going to do its thing. Okay, cool. Let me refresh. Okay, back to home. So let me just, I think Yee Ball is live now. Yee Ball. I think we should have the latest assets with the right sizes. Mobile, ready up. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, so we should be live in the game now. Yo, okay. All right, cool. Oh my God, that's pretty cool. Oh gosh. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh my God. Okay, okay, let's go. That looks like Luigi, not gonna lie. All right, let me see if I can get the web page up. Refresh. yeeball.com. Back to home. Let's go. And for those who want to join, you could just hit the little join button. That's how you join in. Yeah, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and go. Okay, I got you. Oh, I don't want to be this team. It's kind of cool being on the other side of it, to be honest. Let's go. Boop, boop. Bruh. Oh my God. Oh, my brother, John, are you on? Cool. Awesome. Let's go. Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, let's see what's going on with this asset. So the running animation is queued, but I need to wait for some jobs. Okay, excellent. The base character reactions are complete. I can see the preview. It looks like Brockman character glasses are teal juice. Okay, this is way better. Wow. Yeah, this is a nice character. Yes. Yeah, so you can make up more of these things. I might go higher depending on what's going on. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be wild. Okay. What's going on here? Let's go. Let's just score in this beach. Yeah. I'm going in, bro. No goalie. Nah, it's just a character I made. Oh, okay, cool. My bad. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I got you. Trying to snipe me, bro? I got a hack. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go. Bro, I'm crushing it right now. I'm MVP right now. I'm the Messi right now. Messi of the chat. Let's go. Bro, I'm the goalie and I'm like literally Lionel Messi right now. Let's go. Oh, I got sniped. Can't be doing that. Let's go. Oh. Oh. The AI. No. Bruh. 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 Oh. Bruh. 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 Okay. We gotta go this way. Come on. Bro, did you just like pass it backwards, bro? Come on. All right. I like the pointer. The pointer arrow is super helpful. It tells me where the ball is. I really do like that actually. That on mobile is super helpful. Yeah. So I could go to where the ball is. Oh, come on. Let's go. Yo, I just sniped it. Hey, let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, what are you doing? Okay. Let's go. I gotta get back. Come on. All right. Come on. Oh, bro, you're like MIA, FK. Come on. Can't be doing that. Let's go. Let's go. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna put the team on my back. Okay. Oh, our assets almost in. Bro. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. We gotta score. We gotta score at least one, bro. Oh. 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 Okay. Bruh. 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 No. Okay, Team B. Make sure you note somewhere about live vibe coding the SaaS project. We'll be expected to tune in and be part of the journey and learn about how to ship. Yeah. So, I mean, I have an app already that I did, but I think it'd be kind of cool to like do like in today's, maybe in 2026, January 1st, I'll kick off that project. So the project I'm thinking about kicking off is around like taking PDFs and converting them to other languages, because my neighbor literally just had this problem and she hit me up, and she was in another country and they had medical care and they needed to just convert this to another language so that the doctors here in the US can actually check the stuff. And then they had follow-up problems with like billing, so they needed to do that. And then like they wanted a nurse to speak in English, but they couldn't do that. And to hire a translator costs like thousands of dollars and stuff. So you can do all that stuff today in real time, especially with Google's new real-time stuff. So I'm basically going to start this app. If you want to go ahead and start it now, please go ahead and do it. I'd love to see what you got. But I think January 1st, I'm going to take this on. So the stack that I'm going to use, I'm going to show you right now while we're waiting for these assets to be built, is going to be, I made a couple templates, but I'm going to just build everything from scratch. So we're going to use Next.js. I think if you go to my GitHub, Ray Fernando, there's this guy named Artem. He totally crushed it. And so we look at my GitHub, let's see, GitHub profile. Okay. On my profile, there's this one called the Elite Next Clerk Convex Starter Kit. So this is my stack. I love Convex. I love Clerk. I love Next.js. I'm probably going to switch. Yeah. And this has Stripe and everything hooked up. This kid is awesome. I did a live stream with him. He basically made this. This is a starter kit. This is literally, the SaaS is complete. All you have to do is plug in your idea, literally. When you sign in, you get started. Like it says, get started and start building. You basically sign in with Google. You get a dashboard. So in this dashboard that you're presenting with, this is already built into the app. This is the starter kit. You can fork it right now and basically do it. I have a video on my YouTube channel that literally walks you through how to get this started. And so in order for you to get started, all you do is just follow the instructions in here, which is install the stuff, make sure you set up your environment variables, initiate the project with Convex, which is the database, real-time syncing. A huge, huge fan. Those folks who've been following me for a while know how much of a huge fan I am with Convex, and also Clerk as well. It's probably like the most premier thing. You get a full-blown SaaS with this, so that's what's up. This is probably like the best way, but this is like the full project. You can do, with this starter kit, you can build the SaaS like probably in an hour or two, less than that. So that'll be it. So just pulling up. Yeah, so we got all the characters. So if you haven't checked this out yet, we can create another match. Ready up. Let's see yeast. Okay, this is match finished. Okay, back home. You can join here. So we can say ready up, and then I'm just gonna start the game, start match. So we have, so once you're in here, basically you can already start playing. So like all the characters are already ready here. And you can kind of see them already. And then on this side, you can kind of see like I'm one of the mobile guys. What's funny is that like I'm controlling the player, but looking at a different screen. So yeah, we have all the sprites and stuff here. So you can see like we have them set up here. So yeah, and this is real time. So whatever's on your screen is kind of funny. It's probably, oh, you know what? On the stream, it's probably delayed because like there's like a half second to 2 second delay. But yeah, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Oh yeah, the mobile's cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got mobile up. We got the game. We got the assets. And then now we're just regenerating them because it generated them in 32-bit instead of 64. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's see, all the assets finished. Okay, I completed them. Cool. So no more scaling needed. Okay. So updated the assets. Let me check those in. And we're going to check this one here. Build a new agent. Okay. So this is cool. This will do its thing. Commit. Sync changes. You know, I think it's just faster to just do like two at once like this. I don't think I had a problem. Yeah. So each of them are going to get their own chats. So you can select one and say build a new chat. So this is kind of like paralyzing two of them because I think we're okay. I'll start on generating the defender character 64. Okay, cool. So this is going to generate the character and then this is going to generate these other ones. Okay, 64. Perfect. Cool. That's awesome. Yo, you guys are cooking. Oh my God. What's going on? Should I drop out? I need to drop out, huh? Like one character. Let's see. Got this one. Drop out. 7 players. Yeah, y'all are cooking right now. I totally lost track. Okay, I think we have an issue. The screen is not optimized to my browser screen. I have to scroll a bit. Oh, okay. Which screen is that? Are you, tell me what device type you have because I try to optimize it for iOS, but I need to optimize it for other screens too. Yeah. My one dude is massive. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, bro. It's because I have a hack right now. Is it? I don't know. What happened? Did I check the code in by accident? No. Actually, yeah. I don't know what happened, bro. Oh, I know why. It's because the Brockman, that's the Brockman character I regenerated. And I still have the 1.3x hack. That's why you see much bigger. Yes, that's why. Yeah, so I checked the code in and I pushed it up already. Oh, wait. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically I pushed the character live, but I haven't adjusted the scaling back down to the 1.0. That's why he seems big. Now you can kind of see him in more detail. To be honest, I actually like the characters that big. I don't know. What do you think? Is it too big? I think this size is pretty big, huh? Like big enough. But I'm also going to do like the fake. This is like the top down, but I'm going to do like that fake 3D thing. Bro, this guy's beast mode right now. Let's go. Bigger versus thin ones hack. Yeah. Right now we're just waiting for assets to come in. Let's see from Cursor. So Cursor is building them. We have 2 different chats going. So this one is, okay, I need to use 64, not 48. The teal jersey. Okay, I need to wait for the character. And then this one is waiting too. With 2 to 3 minutes remaining. The preview shows a nice chibi defender with dark hair teal. Let me wait for their animation. So this is going to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Damn. So yeah, it's probably sometimes faster to just kick off one at a time. The character is 30% complete. Okay, so it's just generate. Now it's building the characters. Cool. So we have the Brockman one. Damn, that was a fast match, huh? Wow. So 8-7. Damn, that was a close game. Oh, MacBook Air 13-inch. Okay. So let me put this into the chat and fix this. This is really cool. So while that's going, I want you to help me investigate an issue with a user who's using a MacBook Air 13-inch where the screen is not optimized for that browser screen. The person says that they have to scroll a bit and it'd be a good idea to fit the container in that so they can see this whole screen at a time. Can you double check these measurements that we're using in the app and all the different code paths that are affected by this? Okay, so now I'm having that go in plan mode there. Yee Ball. Okay, cool. So this is going to do its thing. So we have the light cap animation. This is part of this build with Defender. And then is this the plan? Yeah, this is the current plans that are running. Okay, so we're in bug fix mode right now for the MacBook Air 13-inch. So I'll investigate this screen sizing issue. Okay, cool. With the game canvas. Too much fun, isn't it? I gave you that pass at the end, though. You're not my team. Oh man, this is so fun. I love that everyone's playing. So we got Scott is all the way in Hawaii, by the way. And I want to know how far who joined the game from like the furthest point from Hawaii. Like I want to see like if you're seeing the same updates that Scott is seeing from like the other sides of the world. Because I know people right now in Europe are just like waking up. Like, do we have like the Hawaii to Europe connection like live in real time right now? Like I'm really curious. Let me know who's playing right now. And because I want to see how this game like works and / performs. So if we go to yeeball.com, I'm going to create a new match right now. And let's go ahead and get in this lobby right now. So I'm going to say ready up. Let's go. Let's just join this game. Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's go. Okay. So we got Charlotte. Bro, you're playing from India? So we got Hawaii to India. Hey, that's crazy right now. Yo, we had Israel too. Let's go, bro. No way. How was the latency for you guys? Like, is it real? I mean, I feel like it's real time. Like, I don't feel like there's lag per se, you know? Like, I know there's bits of lag here and there, but I want to fill this up. Like, who's watching right now? If you're watching live, let's get play. Like, let's go join the game. I want to fill this up. I want to see what the performance is like with 5. I did 5v5 because I wasn't sure how the performance is going to be. If everything works pretty smooth, I might add 6. So we have 6v6, right? So I just wanted to make sure we're good. Yeah, Indonesia, New Zealand. Yo, Pakistan, pull up. Okay. I'm not a soccer player. That's insane. Yeah, neither am I, but this is low-key hockey, you know? Pretty much real time. No way. So we got pretty much real time from Hawaii all the way to Charlotte, India, Indonesia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Israel. Holy smokes. This game already shipped worldwide, being developed. Learn it from GTA. I'm new here. How's it going, man? Put your location next to your name. Oh, like the emoji, huh? So we can check. That's a good idea. So I'll be like Ray USA. Yeah, I guess you could probably put Philippines. Filipino, let's go. Oh, we got the Filipino. Let's go. Hey, so we got Seattle. Okay. We got Indonesia. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Scott, thank you so much for joining. That was so fun. I really appreciate you stopping by. It's just kind of fun for you to kind of hang out and play for a little bit. CLT, ISR. Wow. We got player. So go ahead and you can hit the little pencil, update your name, and then we're gonna get all the slots full, and then we're gonna start the match. Because right now we're waiting for some assets. So while we wait for the assets, go ahead and put your names in, and then when you're ready, hit ready up. And then we're going to get ready with the match. So just making sure the stuff is here. That exceeds the available viewport height. So canvas sizes with aspect, these ones. Okay. What approach would you prefer to making this game feel smaller screens? Constrain the layout based on multiple viewports. Responsive container. Reduce max width on smaller screens. Media queries. Combine height constraints with responsive breakpoints. Let me suggest. Okay. Constrain the layout. Based on, okay, so I'm just telling it to go look at the findings, so that way we can fix that thing. So okay, so let's go check the assets. We're almost done with these other assets here. So the fender and these guys are still going, so they're still waiting. Cool. So we have the regeneration. So we have the defender one is almost coming in. Let's go ahead and check those changes in. Let me just go ahead and check. Oh, the game's already started. Ray USA, let's go. Oh my God. Bro, this is madness right now. Bruh. Okay, my bad. Let's go. So if you want to join the game, I think there's still some slots left. It was awesome. So cool. Yeah. If you want to join the game, you can go ahead and click that link there. Seems like serious lag was 2 seconds while I updated online versus YouTube stream. Okay, yeah, it takes 2 to 3 seconds. Yeah. Let's go, Jay. Yo, let's go. Bye. All right, so new assets are about to drop. I'm going to check them in and refresh the screen. It's about to be like massive players right now. We're going to have some massive players. So I'm going to like go offline, live it out offline. Let's see. Check these in. Okay. So we got one of the other assets for the players in here that's going to build. So in like 60 seconds, when this half finishes, I'm just going to tell you guys to refresh the screen. You'll see like the bigger assets for this one guy. Yo. No, come on. All right, let's go. Oh, yes. Let's go. I got this. I can put the team on my back. Ray USA. No. No. Pass the ball. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Halftime. Add a leaderboard with, yes, that's actually, I have some of the code in there. I need to code that up as far as like the UI next. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Am I able to control? Oops. Cool. Let's go. right, cool. Oh, yes. AI. Oh, did you see the other player? Let me refresh the screen. We should have like the new. Oh, I'm gonna join as a forward. Okay, cool. So I think we have, yeah. So we have the two characters now as like super big guys, and then the other ones are kind of smaller. If you just refresh, you can actually see the like, because it's real time. You'll just be wherever you're at. Like if you just refresh your browser. This is pretty funny. Let's go. Oh, bro. You have two. Yeah. Go. Oh, snap. I passed it to the wrong guy. No. You fumbled the ball. No, you're not getting my goal. Yes, I sniped it. I sniped it so hard. Let's go. Oh my god. Fumble. I think that's my favorite part is that it's like it's not so straightforward. So it's like it's kind of like built into the game. That's like it's kind of hard because it's not so like easy. You know what I mean? If it's too easy, it's not as fun. And it's kind of like that real time kind of adds to it, you know? Bruh. I'm trying to move and shake right now with like the Lionel Messi. Let's go. Oh, come on. Yeah, you got this. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, Blue's crushing it right now. Okay. Dang, we were going to make a comeback. That was really good. So what would you do when tools like Claude Code, etc., hit a wall? I think right now the best time is the best time to be like an architect. So learn and like get really good at architecting apps. You see how I made this game? Like I know zero Rust. We have a full backend game. It syncs all across the world from Hawaii to like the other side of the world, like Pakistan. From Hawaii to Pakistan, real-time sync in America, all the way hopping across everywhere. Vibe coded. Learn architecture. So important, right? How you can build the pieces together. What type of database you're going to choose. What's your stack? I'm not a web developer. That's what's even crazier, right? So like, I think like an engineer, but you can learn that, right? You'll learn how to build products. The tools will only take you so far. Here's my theory. Claude Code or Opus can invent a new programming language in 2026 with like Opus 5. It's a programming language so complex or so easy that only AI models can understand it. Now as humans, you know, like the AI models can say, I'm going to code in my own language because all I'm doing is talking to a machine and you as a human are kind of getting in the way. You humans like talk with all this extra verbose stuff, but I just got to feed in the bits to the machine. So now what? It's looking to you for direction. So as you interface with these AI models, now you can say, I love the properties of what like a real-time game does. I love, you know, like as you get into these things, you're going to learn more about how these things work. So then you can tell them what to do. So that's kind of where, you know, don't get too concerned, just build. Get familiar with building, get familiar with making apps. Have some fun. Like this, we're having lots of fun. Like we're making a game that I've never, like this is insane, right? But if you haven't had a chance to watch the streams, we've made hooks. So as soon as the Rust code is built, the language model will build the actual Rust using the SpaceTimeDB. It's going to build the type files that is given to the front end. The front end will take those type files and know what exactly requirements to write based off of the backend code. A framework like SpaceTime is perfect because of the real-time stuff, right? Like all of these things matter. These decisions matter. We don't have to write extra code to deal with all these different syncing stuff and sharding and databases. Like we don't have to touch we touch zero AWS console. Insane, right? Worldwide. Claude, build GTA 6. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Extra, bro. Vibe code and binary. Worldwide Yee Ball community start here. A mobile is you just push the little button. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's see the character for Brockman. I think it's done, right? So now we got We got all these done. So now we got to do the GPT bot goalkeeper. So that's our next task. Okay, so now we do the goalkeeper. We push the other stuff to prod. If I refresh now, we should have the new create match. So if I create a match now in prod, the character should be like really massive now. So like we should have like these really big characters. I like how everyone's going to come back in the game. Let's go. So we're waiting for now we're waiting for the Brockman. So we're just going to wait for this one to kind of keep up. Let's see. And I'm going to test out this MacBook Air 13-inch size thing too and see how that's going. So we're going to wait for some folks to show up. Let's see what it come up with here. So it says for this plan, it's saying, what do we need to do? The match uses this with a screen canvas. This recommended approach is a height constraint layout. So it already uses this. The changes would be, okay, so this could be a breaking change, and let's see if we can land this one. Low key, I might make this in a different branch. Why this works. It respects the actual visual viewport on all devices, including iOS Safari with dynamic toolbar. Let's take this change. So we're going to update the match page. We're going to update the phaser container and then update the loading placeholders. This is going to be a really great change. Test on various screen sizes. Okay, so we're going to just do all these changes here. All right, so I'm going to build this one. This is going to be a really good one. Before we build it, yeah, let's just build this change. I'm just going to ship it. We're just going to do it live. It's not my brother, but yeah. So let's, y'all ready to start the match? I'm going to be ready up. Yeah. Ray's brother? Oh, Rust, SpaceTimeDB, PixelLab. What else is in the stack? Next.js. So we're using Phaser. Phaser is the front end game engine, which is what's running the game canvas right now. This is all based off of research, the document that we did with Opus. Like I've never wrote a game. I just literally yapped into Opus, and Opus said, hey, you should use Phaser. And I was like, okay, cool, let's use that. And then let's see, Phaser, Next.js. Next.js is basically power the deployment to Vercel. So Vercel is basically taking, actually, I'm going to break out into an architecture diagram after this game. And I'll actually kind of show you exactly what the components are, because I think that's going to be most important here. And why. Bro, look at that character, bro. Look how big he is, bro. Big bro. Damn, big bro. Like, this guy's massive, bro. Look at that thing. I kind of like that character size. Not going to lie, bro. Not going to lie. I like that character size. It's just kind of cool. It's like, how does it look like on mobile? I'm curious. Let's see. Y'all got some Yee Ball games. Let's go. Let's get yeeted. Let's go. Let's get yeeted right now. I'm going to get yeeted. All right, so let's go and see how big these characters look on mobile. Yo, they're fire, bro. I like these sizes. Not going to lie, I like the bigger size. Because it's just like super overdone. I like these sizes. They're cute. Okay, did we finish already? We fixed the bug. That was a fast bug fix. So let's see. We have the loading state. Let me just make sure that this works correctly. It doesn't break anything before I push it to prod, because that would mess up your game. All right, let's just check real quick. Let me just rebuild this. Okay. Bundev. Okay. Localhost. Yee Ball. Damn, there's a couple games that we play right now. Back to home. Damn, this is sweet. We got a couple games going on. So there's one here. Okay. Localhost here. Size is good, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like the new sizes. Like the bigger ones are kind of cute. They're like, I get down with that. Oh, okay, let's create lobby. All right, so this one, I'm just gonna ready up and start. We can also make the characters run in Sprint 2. Yeah. So like that's going to be coming up. Right now, I'm just focused on the sprites. And I like these new sprite sizes. And we're generating the goalie and we're generating the other characters too. I'm going to do the Altman one. Yeah, it's like, let's regenerate the Altman one because I like the bigger sizes. They're like super cute. So if I switch characters, All right, so like this size is so cool because you see the face. Like you can see more of the face in the character versus a smaller one. And then if I change the aspect ratio, because somebody's saying like on the smaller one. Oh, this is fire for the iPad. Yo, this is sick. Okay. I like this. Let me know if you're doing the MacBook Air, by the way. I'm going to push this change to prod right now. In like 1 minute, it'll be live. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. Like not even a minute, 30 seconds. It's going to be live. That was a really good bug. Thank you. I'm going to close this. All right, just so we keep everything in here. This one's done now. This is Dunions. Okay, so we're still waiting for the screen fit. So this was a good plan. If we fix this one, phaser game. Okay, so we're still waiting on the assets. And I'm going to just tell it to also add in the Altman. This is a really good one. All right. Yeah, yes. I'm going to check it. Okay, yeah, so cool. Let me just check the status of the build. I think it's already live now. If you refresh, you should probably be able to see the new aspect ratio changes. Just double checking real quick. Yee Ball. Okay. So the deployment should be live 47 seconds ago. If you refresh your page, if you the Rajiv, yeah, Rajiv, if you just refresh your page, you should see the new layout changes. So let's go ahead and kill this one. Let's go here. Let me just double check. Cool. We're live. Are we live? Okay, cool. We're live. Damn, bro. I'm so massive, bro. Look at this. I got the... Oh my God. Okay. Bro, I like these new sizes, not gonna lie. Boom. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm gonna tell it is I have some updates. Okay, so we have the new character. I'm gonna check it in. New character just landed. New character drop. And then I'm also gonna fix the aspect ratio size too. Let's check these in. Perfect. Extracted. Cool. Commit. Sync changes. Yeah, layout's cool now. I could play without scrolling the page. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you so much for checking. We fixed it here live, right? While we're waiting for these things. This is so cool. It's not a MacBook Air thing, right? Correct. I'm thinking the browser screen resolution. Yes, exactly. It's all fixed now. Thinking out loud. Altman was 64:6. We scaled others to 1.3. Now, as we generated the correct size, we see them big. Correct. So now we see the correct size. We see them 1.3 bigger. But I'm actually liking this new 1.3 big size. Like I like this bigger size just because it just looks more fun. Like because the game is 5 players by 5 players, see now we have the new robot. If you refresh right now, it should be live with the new robot. Like the characters look, I don't know, maybe. Like, what do you think? Would love to hear. Do you guys like the bigger guy? Because we can always go back to the regular size, but I kind of like the bigger guy. It looks better that way. I think the bigger. I'm gonna do the bigger ones. I'm gonna stick with that. It's kind of like a fun taste. It said it's not using the animation frames, only using 4 and ignoring the rest. Oh, I gotta take a look. Okay, so the game code boots only loads the first 4 frames during running animation. So the extra frames generated by Flix are not loaded. No code changes needed. Thank you so much for calling this out. I'm going to generate a new plan for this. Okay. I'd like to investigate this issue because it looks like we've been able to generate the assets, but we're not using them all. And I want to see how we can implement this for our characters. So I'm going to do a plan mode on this. Okay. Thank you for calling that out. That's a massive W. You're so awesome for this. I really appreciate it. More bigger. Make them giant bobbleheads. The bigger, it looks more pixelated versus small. I like the bigger feel. Like the bigger feel is kind of reminds me of Nintendo, even though it has more colors to it. Like part of Nintendo was it kind of felt like Unreal, but big. Yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean. Kind of like type of thing. versus like if it's too pixel perfect and clean, this is kind of like a rough game. And that's kind of what I like about it. Like the rough edges, the rough blow up is kind of like meant to be a little bit more casual. So I kind of want it to be that like feel, a casual type of thing. So this is doing its audit for the game stuff. Let me get back into this plan. And then instead of removing the scaling, I'm going to go back to this plan here. So I'm going to go back to the plan chat and say, okay, so let's see, character integration. Okay. I've generated the new 64 pix. And after playing around with it, I actually like this new size that we've been able to apply to the characters. So now we should apply that size to all of the characters, because having the new size 64 plus the bigger size of the zoom actually makes it feel much more fun. Okay. I don't know exactly what specifically I was saying, but like Opus is forgiving and should understand me. So what are they saying here? So asking questions. It's going to ask questions. Let's see. Okay, so just to confirm, you've generated the 4 characters with the current, 1.33x scale. That's right. They look great. Now you want Altman also 64 to have the same scale applied. Yes, applied to all characters, including Altman. Yes, okay. Awesome. Sweet. So instead of removing scaling, now we're just basically saying apply uniform 133x scale. Cool. Makes all fun players. Okay, now we're going to just say build. Case 5. So the game scene. Okay, so why do we have cases, I guess? This can be optimized. Why do we have that? I guess if I want to switch it back, I can. So I'll just keep this for now. Yeah, let's just keep this. This game scene. Okay, so I'm going to vibe this. Vibed. Okay, cool. Sync changes. Bigger is more accurate to Nintendo. I really like the pixel look. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Can we use characters like Spider-Man, Superman as a guest appearance? I know soccer doesn't make any sense, just fun. I think for copyright purposes, I just want to like keep things more in like likeliness. And it's more fun to actually right now to focus on like these AI model labs for me right now. But yeah, I might do something else in the future. Yeah, cool. So, okay, now all players should display this. Okay, cool. Back to home. And then let's see the deployment. So the deployment kicked off. This thing's so fast. Man, Vercel builds crazy fast. Like 29 seconds and we're already in prod. Sheesh. Yeah, it's like you don't even need to test locally anymore. By the time I get local set up, it's already in prod. Guys, I only test in production. Let's go. If you refresh your page right now in real time, all the characters should be the right sizes. Epic. These are noise. Oh, this is cool. Yo, I like the size. Yeah, this size is really cool. Yeah, look at the characters. This is cool. Now those discs seem tiny. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a good snipe. Man, this guy is crazy. He's like sniping the ball. Okay. Hit space, hit space, hit space. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa, yes, okay, cool. Oh, that was a good snipe. Nah, fam. Y'all can't be doing that. Y'all can't be doing that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, cool. Look at my character stuck. Yo, I got that. Yes, that was epic. So if you hit tab on your keyboard, that's how you can switch to the different characters. By the way, I got to fix that at the bottom. Okay, cool. So these are all done. So OpenAI has these. This is good. Now that we're done, I'm going to close that plan just so I don't get myself confused. And so game animation. So let's go check out the game animation stuff real quick. Let me investigate the animation loading. So I see the running animation folder show an interesting pattern more closely. So the folder is named 4 running frames, but PixelLab generated 6 frames for some characters. Ah. The boot scene, only 4 frames. This means that from are never loaded for Brockman Defender. Okay, so changes. Okay, let's make sure we generate the ones that are missing. Okay. I would like to generate the ones that are missing so that they are all matching the same. Okay. Okay, so update the create characters method and dynamically build the frames based on the array. Nice. And update the load character sprites method. Okay, 6 frames smoother. Yes. Regenerate. Yeah. Okay, cool. It should regenerate with 32 or 64. Let me check the character IDs for the element light cap. Okay. Too large to read at once. Nice. This is going to be awesome. True. We may have to case it around switching to non-human characters. Yeah. The one thing I noticed is when it switches characters, someone can steal your name. Yes. Yeah. That's the part I need to change. I think we have, yeah. I have a chart. I was going through it earlier. I'll have to check that. I'll show you guys again. So regenerate the 6 framing. All right. It's midnight here. I need to be going to bed very soon, but I'm so hyped. We got a lot of stuff going on. So we regenerated the goalkeeper, which is cool. I think, see, they have 8 rotation images, right? So defender animations. We did this, completed. We got the GPT goalie completed. We got the game frame. Okay, so this one is here. Regenerate the 6 frame animations. Okay, so what do we got? Generates running 6 frames for Altman, light cap, download, extract new animation frames, update boot scene. Okay, so these are going to be separate and then update. Okay, cool. So this one's going to be built in new agent. And then this one is going to be built in the new agent too. And then extract the new. Okay, so once we get that, then we're going to put them, download them, extract them. Yeah. Queue is currently full. Let me check the character status when the jobs will complete. Okay, cool. So yeah. So now we're going to be generating these and then coming back to them too. So the Brockman regenerate one was already done too. So this one's done. Noise. Okay, so we only have like 3 windows open. Game animation. And then there's also one. We've been crushing tokens, by the way. 142. Bro, this session today was expensive, but we crushed a lot. Like, we got a lot of stuff done. Oh, the goal. Yes, big flashing screen, huge. Yes, let's do that right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We have to do that. Okay, before I leave, this is like the feature we have to do. This is like a must fix. We have to do this right now. Check this out. I want to make the big goal animation for when a goal is scored, and it's going to flash across the screen and take over, because this is a really big deal when someone scores. And it should be like a huge banner that goes across and has the players and stuff reset. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And then we're going to use Opus 4.5. Thank you for this. Yeah. This is going to be like the most important thing. Make goal animation pixel style. Okay, let me stop that. You guys are so good. I love all this feedback. I want this animation to be in the pixel style. Yeah. So we match the vibes. Okay, cool. I like that so much. Time should stop when the goal banner is displayed. Oh, good point. Y'all are good at this. We're literally developing the feature live. When I mean, you guys helped me with this. This is amazing. When the banner is displayed. This is so fun. Time should stop when the banner is displayed. Okay. This is really, really good. I love this so much. I can't believe like how many features we're just shipping left and right and just kind of like boom, 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 and then getting to play the game and then kind of coming back and forth and testing. This is really fun. I really do have to go though. My voice is going to die. Okay. So light cap running. Good. Altman running. Good. And then we have the game animation stuff. So this is the original plan, I think. Cool. Awesome. I think switching is fine. Just needs to switch to the same person. So it's the same person. Yeah. So the name. Okay. The name thing is also, yeah, a thing. So that one already finished. Dang. Wow. So this is the big goal celebration. Bruh. Yo, we asked for the big goal celebration. We got like a whole calculus equation, bro. Right? We got the whole thing. What does it say? So we got the score updates and then use match hook and then detect score, emit pause game. So we're going to pause the game for this game scene and we're going to show the celebration with the goal overlay. 3 to 4 second animation completes. And then we send back, hey, let's go ahead and resume. And that's how it resumes. Genius. This is Opus 4.5 though. Opus is a bad mother. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got to do this. Okay, so we should scan line. No. I think what we need to, pixel art styling. Okay, so we need to grab, no, not from CSS. Okay, we need to grab this, we need to use the PixelLab MCP to do the styling to generate the assets so we can do the nice animation for the vibe. Use ref tools MCP and Xcode MCP for this research. Okay, and then let me also give it I think they themselves have these docs. And here are some docs as well. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have it do this research task so that we can get the nice animation. Okay, this will help us update that plan. And then somebody else talked about a really good one about the, I noticed there's a no shoot to score option. I want to be able to shoot if there's a goal. Small visual look back, shoot it to score, shoot to score. What does that mean? There's no shoot to score option. It's only $200 in cost versus I don't know what the higher 10. That's a good point. So like if we spent $200, like how much would it cost to actually hire a dev team who probably wouldn't even use these frameworks and who would spend way more money like spinning up these deployments and doing things and then telling me that like I'm still behind and checking in weeks later. That's actually facts. That's so much facts. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So the 6 running frames of the live character have been successfully queued with PixelLab. Okay, you can check the progress anytime. Okay. Oh, okay. So light cap. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. Build and regenerate. Can you to see where we are at and continue? Oh, so we did this is part of a bigger plan. That's why I think I messed it up. Okay, so we regenerated. So these are done. So download and extract the new frames. Update the boot scene and remove the old frames from. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and build that in a new agent. So let me start by. I'll work through these tasks. Let me start by making the first to do as a progress. Okay. Check the current sprites in the directory and understand. Okay, so it's getting the character, both characters available in PixelLab. I can see, okay, perfect. I noticed that from the directory listing, the Brockman Defender have 6 frames is running. Download from Lightcap. Let me check to see that the characters need updating. Okay. So it's checking it. That's amazing. Yeah, if not, I'll have to give it the IDs from the previous chats. But I think it already got it. Let's just double check. So there's like the 18A03, I think. Oh, I have to tell it about these chats. Okay, so Altman running, Lightcap running. Okay, I should tell it about this. Okay, so animation frames. I should tell it that. Here is what the previous chats showed. Let's see. Lightcap running. Let me just. Can I add this? Lightcap running 6 frames, and then Altman running, I think 6 frames, right? Okay. Showed at past chats, Lightcap running 6 frames. Cap. So past chats, where is it? Dang, I can't even pull it up. Okay. So what does it say? Are now in place. Okay, so they're now in place already. If I see that Brockman Defender have 6 frames in there for correctly named 6 running frames for consistency. Yep. Okay. Now let me verify all 5 characters have the 6 running frames. Okay. Now let me update the boot scene to load them. Okay. Cool. Dang. So let's check out the boot scene code. So now we're going to add the right frames for the running animations. Create the running animations for all 8 directions, 6 frames each. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now let me mark the second to do as complete. Okay, perfect. And it's going to remove the older stuff. Let's go. Dang. Wow. Look at all these files that we got. This is massive. Okay, so now we're going to have some like really good animations here. Download, extract, update the boot scene, remove the cleanup. Perfect. All 5 characters have this 6. Bro, this app's going to get a massive upgrade right now. Okay, cool. Let me just make sure this is finished. Updated assets for 6 frames and code. Okay, commit, sync changes. Sheesh. Keep. Damn, this is massive. Do you use Cloud Codes for any of this? No. I don't think we even use Cloud Code. We use Droid a lot at the beginning, but we just transitioned basically mostly to Cursor right now. I think I'm going to use Cloud Code with Opus 4.5 BMAD framework. Yeah, I think it's not a bad thing. A lot of times it's like, depending on your experience level, like I'm kind of doing this in my head, to be honest, and I'm sort of doing this on the fly. To me, what I like about Cursor's plan mode is what you're seeing right now is kind of similar to BMAD in some ways. I started in plan mode, as you saw. I yap basically what my requirements are for what we want to do. And so in this case, like the big goal celebration, you saw me hit the plan mode. I go into plan here, and then you can check mark which ones you want to run in a new agent. So that basically says, I'm going to run this specific part of the plan in a new context window. And that's going to be key to what you do. So BMAD is kind of the same way. It's like separating these things out in the planning, and then you can still have more conversation. So in the first turn, I noticed it didn't really use the MCP to help us generate the assets that we wanted to be pixelated, and that's what PixelLab is supposed to do. So I just told it to use the MCP tools to go, look up what that means and see if it can prompt correctly. So then now it came back with a much more like defined way of generating the assets and what we're going to be expecting. And then even has like the prompts for the implementation and everything like that. So now that we have the updated plan here, I'm going to just go ahead and save this one. This is a really good plan. So now we have the asset generation that it's going to do. And then it's going to have the implementation details that we're going to need to do this. So this is now going to generate the art, add the pixel, create the celebration, and then add the score. So I think we can probably just do this all in one chat, to be honest, because this shouldn't really take that long. Add, pause, resume. So this one's going to be probably separate one. So create the goal celebration. So add pixel, font, import animations, add the score, change detection. So I think we're going to do the first two, create these two components. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Low key. Yeah. I'm going to check this plan in real quick and we're just going to kick off the next one. So we finished the Altman running stuff. We finished the lighting cap ones. Awesome. And we also finished the game animation reframe stuff. So that's all built. We crushed this. We so crushed this. Now we have to go big goal celebration. And then this one's already done. It removed all these frames. Cool. So yeah, that's the only thing left right now before we sign off. So let's go ahead and check this out. So Vercel should have deployed all the code. I'm going to remove localhost for now. So Vercel, what are we doing here? Let's do this. I'm just checking all my things. What is this? Oh yeah, this is cursor wrapped. Yeah, we'll get into that later. Yeah, we've done 3 minutes ago. Okay, let me refresh. So let me just create a quick thing. So we should have smoother animations, I think. Start match. That's actually fun. Can you start a Pitch Invader? Oh, trust me. Yeah, when I press P, spawn a fan running into the pitch, causing chaos. Yeah, so we're going to have some more fun stuff like this. Like I want to have different like little things to kind of run into. Oh, let me leave the match. Okay, so here, what do we have? Actually, I forgot to test the wrong one. So let me just join again. Am I blue? Okay, so let me open up a new window, like Yee Ball. Okay, let me just join. Am I on this side? Okay, no. Actually, I need to open up a new like incognito window. So I want to join this one. So now I should be able to see smoother. Oh, wow. So you can see how the feet kind of move. So this is now like, it looks like a character. It doesn't look like it's running, but it looks like more like it's walking. You can see like so as I'm moving up and down, yeah, now we have like all that right animations. This looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Now we have all the right stuff. This is cute. Dang. Yeah. This is wild. Oh, that's cool. Damn, this is awesome. What made you switch to cursor from Droid? Claude Code doesn't get expensive with API pricing. I think they all get expensive. So right now in Cursor, like I'm trying to test like all the newest features that Cursor has released. Cursor 2.0 was crazy. 2.1, like they just keep dropping like insane. So Cursor has dropped so much features. It's been taking me like almost a week and a half to explore all of the different changes that they've implemented. So like this is from like the agent code review to like discovering that the build actually has this feature. Like this bothered me for a long time because I was like, there's no way to separate the context window. Like this was already there, but no one talks about this feature because I had to talk to one of the engineers at Cursor and say, they're like, oh, did you know you could just do this? Just check mark this and then hit build new agent. I'm like, bro, where was this been? Like, it's not on the documentation, right? Like all of this stuff moves too fast. And so that's kind of why, like, you'll see me use all these different agents, and switching is kind of the wrong way to say it. It's more of like I use them all and I test them all. So I am at liberty to kind of test everything out. I've been trying to get back to Claude Code, but Droid's been getting in the way because it's so freaking good. But if you watch the first stream we use both, like Cursor, Claude Code. I showed you how to set up the agents.md files. I showed you how to set up like this project structure with the rules, Cursor rules, and like all these different things with it. So because I need to switch between all of them. And so that's kind of what we're cooking with here. Let's just see if we can, because we have all the code checked in, I'm just going to YOLO this. I'm just going to YOLO all of this in a new agent window. So we're going to see if we can YOLO the entire feature in just one prompt and just one type of thing. We'll see. 145 we've used so far. So this project, we only had $20 in the Cursor bank. And so far we used $120 in 8 days from Cursor to basically do code reviews and to use Opus mostly for running this model. Massive. Yeah. My ADHD kicking in. I love this. I'm working on 3 projects simultaneously, right? While supporting watching. Dude, you guys are so much, man. My brain just works the best when I'm doing multiple things at once. Yeah. Well, it's like you're waiting, right? So I'm waiting for 35 seconds for these assets to generate. So I'm like looking at your feedback, trying to process the bugs, trying to create new chats, and we've been crushing it. Like all your suggestions have been super helpful. And they make the game that feel like that much better, you know? Like all this stuff is live right now. So if I go refresh, let me just join in as this Defender guy. Let's see. Yeah. So like, yeah, this is really cool. So like all the team wins. Okay, cool. And then I got to update this landing page thing. So yeah, no, that's what's up. Is there a Cursor? $60. They have a $60 one. So you're going to burn through it super fast. So they basically give you double the compute. So at like $60, they'll give you maybe 120's worth. But like if you've only been coding for 8 days like the way I have, you would have already burned that. So if you buy the $200 one, you get $400 in compute. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how they get you. But you get access to all the other models, right? Like, I think the one that's really, really good is the Flash one. So I've been using that for some tasks for like research, and that's been really nice. GPT 5.2 codex. I want the 5.2 codex one. Codex. Am I tripping? I can't, the models, I can't. Oh, let me refresh, maybe. Codex. I don't see 5.2. Yeah, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know where it's at, but it should be in here. Yeah. So what do we have here? So we have our goalie confetti flag. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is gonna be our goal celebration. This is gonna be insane. I'm so excited for this goalie celebration. Due to rate limiting, let me download the ones that are ready. Oh my God. Now let me wait for the fail assets. Okay, now it's waiting. We've been cooking on this, on my plan. All right, this is crazy. 5.2 codex is not out in the API. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, now we got some more assets to check in. Okay, cool. So it's building the more assets. All right, so let's see. That's there. I'm not even building locally anymore. I'm literally have been testing everything in prod. Can you believe that? This has been nice though. We've been cooking super fast. Okay, we've checked in a lot of code. So this is the project since the beginning. 12.11. Epic. YOLO plan. So yeah, we did plan mode. Like, look at this plan. This plan was massive. Okay, so for people who are just getting here, trying to figure out how we got this started, this is how it all started over here. This is our first chat. I said, help me, like, at first, I just yapped this into Cursor, and like, this is what I was going to start my plan off with. And then I just realized, wait, if I have Opus 4.5 take a look at my plan and then help me build like my idea out thoroughly, that will help the AI agent kind of direct its course as far as making something that's really good and well researched. And so I just said, help walk me through the details for the game that I'm trying to make. The end of it should actually have people who are in my live stream, then put the stuff in the chat, and the agent should be able to read the chat from those players and should be able to interact. So like we still have the bot stuff going in later on. Here's some of the starting insights that would have been able to transcribe. So I put these in XML tags, and this is literally a transcription using Whisperflow of what I wanted to build, right? So initially I thought I was going to use convex and all this stuff, and I used clerk, and it says, feel free to ask me more questions. So like, this is the most important part on how we can better understand how this app should be architected. So then this is basically, I told it to use Exa MCPs. Like since we're in 2025, use Exa code MCP to look up the latest frameworks and repos that can help us accomplish this task. So with Exa, this is kind of why I love it so much, is because its research capability is super powerful. It's much more powerful than Claude's default web search. And so once you give an intelligent model this type of access, it goes to town and it gets super thorough. So it does it came back with Phaser for the 3 for the game engine. So this is a mature one. Excellent Physics has Next.js template. And it told me about these things, right? So then from here, and this is where somebody in the chat says, hey, check out SpaceTimeDB. And it's like, okay, cool. This is interesting. And this is kind of where it went into the design philosophy and even should I switch to convex to using Rust and stuff? And this is how that conversation got convinced me. And so I was going to do all TypeScript, but then they convinced me to use Rust. And after searching through the documentation, it says yeah, Rust is probably the best way. It's not a huge amount. I like how it suckered me in that it's just only going to be a little bit of Rust. You'll be fine. Just 200 lines of Rust. What could happen, Ray? Nothing wrong can happen, right? Nothing wrong has really happened. I must actually kick it off. It's been really, really nice. So honest take on the space. So I pushed it. I was I don't know if I want to do it. I want to do TypeScript. And so however, Rust is pretty minimal and straightforward. No scary lifetimes or async complexity. So it's basically this. So it's I've actually enjoyed that. And to be honest, it's not really been as bad as what people make it out to be. And this is actually how it kind of came down. So this is the prompts. This is how we started it, just in conversation. This generated probably the most back and forth, massive architecture plan that I've ever worked with, but it's the thing that we're still working with today. And this is 2,000 lines. This is 2,000 lines of a beautiful architecture plan, extremely well defined for all the different parts of our code we needed. So this has a table of contents. That's how massive it is. That's how massive this game is. We're building this game based off prompting. I don't know this architecture. I was using research for AI for this. Data models, game mechanics, SpaceTimeDB researchers, client architecture, yada, yada, yada. This is how it all started right here. We spent almost 2 days on the plan. The first live stream was that, maybe an hour or two. The second live stream was maybe another hour. And then we started implementing the code right away. And then the second to third day was mostly getting the infrastructure, the hooks and all that stuff. A lot of really good sauce in there if you want to check that out. Really good live stream. And then I have in the description, I actually have a playlist that goes through all the different days. So if you want to kind of trace back, that's kind of what it is. But this is basically our simple architecture and how we're basically, the data flow is going through our app. That's how it started. That's how we're basically ended up here. We've already shipped it. So now we have a goal celebration. This is crazy. So I created the 4 pixel assets. Now the components, now the score change detection. This is handled. We just yeeted this whole feature. All right. Are you guys ready to check this out? I'm gonna check this out. Let's see. So I'm gonna check this locally real quick before I make any changes. Bun dev, let me start the server. Okay, so the server started. Let me go back. Whoa. Okay. So localhost 3001. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we have the goal celebration. So this should show us the... That's pretty sick, right? Look at this. We literally... This is crazy. And it pauses the time. No, the time still keeps going. I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's still going. So we have to fix that bug. Cool. So added the refs, emit, pause game. Okay. So it looks like the time is still ticking down when the animation still playing. So we need to fix the pause timer and take a look at the code paths there that involve this part of the stack. So I'm going to check this in because it already works. And I don't mind it working, but that's really cool. So now we have this in. So like in 30 seconds, we'll have that live. That's awesome. Yeah. Also, like we have a bunch of people. If you're currently in the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up because we have like 23 people on YouTube. Appreciate you guys being on here, but we only have 9 likes. Come on, man. We gotta bump this up for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Let me investigate the timer code paths. Yo, we got the like dance. We do the likes. You know, you gotta do the things. Yeah, we gotta get some more people over here because we gotta test this thing live. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Can we have, oh, you know, also on YouTube, there's these little heart things. So if I just smash these, like those little hearts, we can do the smiley face. We can do little like championship emojis. Yeah, that's what's up. Maybe the goal text should be wave animation. Maybe goal text should be in wave animation, waving in and out. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's see. I see the issue. The timer is controlled server side. Yes, it is. That's right. I forgot about the server side control for the timer. So what did it say? Oh, wow. That's a fire soccer ball. Damn, that's epic. Okay. So what happened? Now let me find the match. Yes. Okay, now we have a whole event bus. Okay, so I'll modify the match of the text score changes. Hold on. I just want to make sure that we're doing what we're doing. Import URL, Google APIs, press start, swap. I'll add the event bus to dynamically add the import score change logic. Yes. Okay, let me add the goal celebration component render. Okay. Okay. And then I said, hey, there's a bug. It's controlled server side and game tick. Yes. Let me take a look at the match table. So set a goal celebration MS field to match the table. When the goal is scored, skip timer decrement during celebration. Let me implement this. Okay. So it just says we write a function. Let the update game ticks to handle celebration pause. Okay. Let me update the timer. Okay. Now I need to update the celebration to initialize. Okay. Let me check the match. Okay. What do we have? Tables, matches, match type. We have space-time build. Let me generate the TypeScript bindings. Cool. So this is the part where it's going to generate the stuff for the front end. And then once we do that, we should be able to update the front end code too, if it needs it. I don't think so because it's just a tick. It's all in the back end. Let me verify the time bindings were completed. Good. This is amazing. Okay. I need an animation of the ball rolling. Yes. Yeah, that'd be coming up next. I need to go to sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. Issue is... So the goal is scored. The server gets this and updates score. Client detects score change, shows celebration overlay, pauses the phaser scene. That makes sense. Server takes down the goal celebration not remaining for 3.5 seconds. And then the animation is complete, resumes phaser scene. Okay, that makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, so then what do we have? These are all the... Damn. Okay, go on with your bad self. Okay, so now that we have this, let me rebuild. They will rebuild. Okay, so we have the server... And then we're going to have the publish, bun, dev, publish. And then we're going to do bun dev. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to check our matches and everything. Everything's going to be done. It's like match not found. Okay, cool. Let me create this, create lobby. Ready up, start match. Okay. Yep, I'm going to loop my sleep animation. Good night, y'all. Good night, man. But we got to see the celebration for the goal. And make sure. Nice. And it pauses the game. Nice. Okay. Now we're back. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. Nice. This is awesome. Okay. Yeah, we got this. Okay, cool. So this is now working. And then let me just, okay, commit, sync changes. Okay, perfect. So now that this is up, what I'm going to go ahead and do is put the server in maintenance mode on, so that way it kills all the games. So I made a script called maintenance mode that will basically boot everyone. So if there's a live game that's playing right now, you'll get this little maintenance thing. And then I just basically just going to wipe the database and republish. I don't think I need to clear the database for this one, to be honest, because it's just, there's no records to be removed. So I'm just going to just not clear it. Yes. All right. So did we get any errors? Adding a column match requires a default value annotation. So aborting due to manual migration. Okay. I'm going to just go back to delete data. Clear database. Okay. Let's just clear it. Screw it. We're just going to reboot. Okay. So now should be maintenance mode should be killed. Now we're back. So Vercel should have already error. Oh, back to maintenance mode. Turn this back on. Let me run build. Let me run. Okay, cd run build. Did we fail? Let me go back to the server logs. They'll probably be faster this way. Failed to compile. Use callback is never used. Oh, of course. Okay, can I just... okay, so fix the compile. Okay, perfect. Oh, let's see. That's right, because I think we refactored some of the code. That's right. Because it's server side. Let me also fix the use effect dependency warning on the match page. Okay, cool. Right. ESLint. Perfect. No. We intentionally only depend on scores. Let's not do that. Stop. Okay. Let's revert the changes. I'm going to just go back to copy, paste, and just go to a new chat. I'm going to revert these. Error. Okay. Let me just fix these. Okay. Cool. Fire, bro. Can we have a local refresh button so that we don't have to refresh the whole page? Sometimes we're stuck and we want the positions to reset. I'll think about that. I think I just should fix the bugs. I hate putting more buttons in when they don't need to be. Yeah. Read the files with the errors in them. Okay, cool. So we have the goal celebration fix. Good. ESLint disable. We're not going to do this. Okay, we're fix them. We can't have. Please do a trace and investigate why this happened with our latest 2 changes we checked in. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going back and going to the chat and just calling out why it keeps wanting to do that. And I'm putting it in plan mode. And so the plan mode will basically force it to think through the different code paths and have it investigate like, okay, we checked in a bunch of changes, like the recent 2 changes that are failing to build. And so we're giving it a hint that like this happens. So in software engineering, like if you kind of give an engineer what happened in the last couple of builds and when it failed, it tells you a lot of clues in terms of what code got checked in. So what's nice is that these language models are trained on a lot of this type of stuff. And so they can like run git diffs and they'll perfectly understand like what is happening in your code base just from the small amount of information that's passed. So it's super valuable to the language model. And so we're sort of taking advantage of that. So remove unused import. The issue is that the effect body matches this, The fix approach is restructure the effect to only reference the score values. Okay, so now it's actually trying to do the right thing instead of trying to exit out. So that we were hacking the reward incentive for the Opus models because the Opus models want to get out as fast as possible sometimes. Or just in their training set, they prefer that. So we're forcing it into plan mode to try to think about something differently. So looking at this, because plan mode has a different set of instructions too. The score change detection effect. So detect when this team scored. Oh, I think I needed to tell it to use the, okay. Since we are using SpaceTimeDB, doesn't this already happen on the server? Please review. Use ref and tools and Xcode MCP for your research. For this research. Okay. So I'm basically just grounding it. So it looks like there's a bug which is using, there's a problem. So the source of truth for me, especially if you're using SpaceTimeDB when you set up WebSockets, is that it should always be on the server. And I'm using some type of logic on the client side to do some type of action to display some stuff. That's not the right convention. It should just happen on the server, and then we're just listening for an event on the front end to happen. So the front end is just literally just reacting to everything. So what that means is like if you have 100 different people, like depending on the state of your device, you'll have some type of event fire off, which can be different from the other guy next to you. But if you have like everything happening on the server and like some event happens saying like enable fireworks, on or something, everyone's going to get it all at the same time because you're literally just listening to the same source instead of doing a calculation on the device. And there's a whole bunch of things that you don't want to do because as soon as you like hand something off to a device to do the calculations on, now you're depending like on all these different conditions to happen to align perfectly for that. So you just eliminate them all by saying, just grab the source of truth from the server. So let's see what happens. So the root cause is this, changes required, remove unused import. So we have the replace. Okay, what's happening now? Excellent finding. Looking at the server code, I can see the server already tracks the goal celebrations with goal celebrations. See, now I understand the full picture. Let me update the plan with a proper solution. So server already tracks the goal celebrations. Yes. When a goal is scored, the server sets this and the game tick counts down from 0 to 0 while pausing the game. Yes. Okay, so the current client code and page manually compares the code to detect goals, but this is redundant. See? The server already tells us when the goal was scored. See? Use match hook already subscribes to the match updates. So when the goal celebration goes from this, the client receives that automatically. Perfect. This is beautiful. All right, so let's go and take a look at this now. So now we have the full-blown plan and replace the score detection use effect with this. So now we're going to replace it with this, something much cleaner. Key insight, we still need to track which team scored, so this is the cleanest approach. Okay. Why this is better, no server authoritative goal detection happens on the server, client just reacts. ESLint workarounds, we don't have to do that. And then simpler, no need for separation, celebration, lock ref. Perfect. So let's go ahead and just build this. So let's go ahead and build it in a new chat, I think. Build a new agent. That way we have room for our context window to run. Okay. So now we're 40K and because we load part of the plan from the here. So like the build plan gets loaded in the new chat plus these tasks and it just goes off, I think, or maybe some part of it. Let's go. So now we're actually going to do the right thing. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Hopefully you've been able to take some hints here and learn something. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So page TSX. So track the previous scores, determine which team scored when a celebration triggers. Okay. That's a massive. Oh, I see. Yep. Now let me replace the score change detection use effect with a new server-side goal detection logic. Beautiful. Yeah. It's simpler. See, we actually remove code, which is beautiful. And now I need to update the handle celebration. Okay. Cool. Now let me check any linting errors. Awesome. So we refactor the goal detection. The approach is better. Okay, no need for a separate celebration. Yeah, cool. Looks good. So we're good. Oh no. Yo, chill. Okay, so now let's check these changes in. See how much smaller the file is? Okay, so we're good. I think we're good now. So we should be able to, localhost should be chill now. So let's go back. This should build correctly. Button run build. And in like 30 seconds, we should see it live on the server. LCP. Oh, we should use next image. Shouldn't we be using next image here? Build. Okay, whoops. Okay. Yes. Yeah, perfect. You're right. Goal celebration. Perfect. So we're going to use next image. Image, perfect. Nice. Less bandwidth this way. We'll stay cache around the world. Okay. Done. I've converted the image tags. Perfect. Okay. Whoa. And then it just linted. Okay. All use unoptimized to preserve the pixel art's crisp appearance. Okay. Next.js can blur pixel art. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. That's a good point. Okay, commit, sync changes, keep. Okay. So now I think we should have less build errors. Just double check. Okay, build. Okay. This is like a super late night session. It's awesome. Okay, damn, it builds fast. Holy smokes. All right, so let's go ahead and check this now. So Yee Ball should be out of maintenance now. It's still in maintenance. Okay, we're building. Oh, that's right. Okay, so let me, once this finishes building, I'll get it out of maintenance. Okay, so it's 28 seconds. Let's go. Okay, so now that it's built, let me just destroy the chat and then, okay, we're back. Let me clear the database again. Yes, yes, okay. Cool, perfect. All right, so it should be out of maintenance mode now. Let's go and check. So now, okay, perfect. Now we have everything. I'm gonna create a quick match just to test everything in prod. Array, save, start match. Cool. This is a really good progress we made so far in the game. All right, so here we are. Nice, it pauses. Awesome. And then we're back. Yeah, we're so back. We are so back. That's awesome. So now I should probably switch teams, right? If I join here. Oh, we have some players. Let's go. Okay, now we gotta. Yeah. Epic. So the blue team. Now we have the blue goal. Nice. This is awesome. Actually, this game is so fire. Oh, you're so wonderful. You're so wonderful. This is awesome. Yo, let's go. Thank you. Hit shift. I think shift to pass. Yeah. Shift. And then I think tab will switch my characters. So tab. Let's see if I can. Yo. I like how they're kind of moonwalking, dancing. This is awesome. That's an epic minute. Oh, yeah. I want to add that feature next, Nick Diaco. Yeah, so I think I'm going to add that to my next chats. I need to get on to sleep. I'm currently in California. It's 12:57, and I want to continue with this next day. We have made incredible progress. Literally, like, this is amazing. I'm blown away at how fast we've been able to develop. And I appreciate everyone's support who's all of you who've been able to come in. All of your suggestions have been extremely helpful to get this game to where it's at today. We have these like really fun giant characters. We have like the stuff rolling. We have even like a mobile view, which is absolutely bonkers. So we have this, but then like when it goes into mobile view, you can play in a game. And not only this, but when we were pulling it up on the simulator here, if I go back on this, so I can literally pull up the match, join right in right now, and then we're literally playing with like a full on like joystick like this. So I could play as one of these characters. I could like swap to a different one, go over here. And then all of this is happening in real time. So earlier we also had people, we had from Hawaii to like Pakistan, different parts of Europe, like here in California. And like we're playing this game live and you can see the character moving around. You're all moving around at the same time, all like doing the same thing. My game is lagging right now. Error key responses are too laggy. Please check. We can minimize latency. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at that. Where's the referee? There's no referee. That's the whole point. This whole thing's about chaos. This is like really chaotic soccer, and this is kind of be the full fun point. So we're gonna have like things where like it's gonna get crazy with people joining in the game and doing fun stuff. Where like getting be able to buy like squirt guns and like bazookas and like blow up things and kind of do some really cool stuff with this here. So that'll be really fun when we get this all set up. So yeah, we've generated the rest of the sprite. I love these animations. They're so fun. So that's what's up. So yeah, if you want to check it out, check out Yee Ball right now, yeeball.com. Currently running on my SpaceTimeDB thing. Let's just take a look at the logs. This is insane. We've been cooking. All of this stuff has been vibe coded, by the way. So dang, I'm using up a lot of energy, but it's okay. Y'all are worth it. We've been able to test things pretty much live. Are there any other error rates, commit rate? Okay. Awesome. So for script creations, I need to add another index. Okay. Adding index on column state. Okay. So I need to optimize some of my stuff. So that way I can bring down like the energy usage. But other than that, yeah, go to yeeball.com, check it out, start playing some games. It's just Yee Ball. I thought about that. Yeah. I don't know. I think Yee Ball. Yay. Oh, it's so, I want to go to sleep too, but I want to keep thinking, what if I add this project? I can't sleep. Yeah. I need to go. There's only so many days I could do this, like this. So I need to finish this game. So for those who are wondering, this game basically like needs to be done by Christmas Day because I want to have like a live stream where it's just running 24 hours. So the goal is like to have like a bot play on Christmas Day. My whole channel will be streaming live for 24 hours of the bot playing. And you can literally just scan yourself in to the game up here and just start playing. And then I might try to make like a self-generating tournament so that like the bot player like would be like in here. And then I want to also see if I can have a chat control. So like you in the chat making comments can then participate this way too. So like if the match is full. But I think at a higher priority, not gonna lie, I think the better way to do this would be like having people be observers. So like having only like one game that plays at a time, like as far as like a tournament style. And then people will play to like get into the tournament. And then once you play in enough games, like you're eligible for like this match. And then once you get into the match, then like, it's kind of like a World Cup, right? It's like everyone's watching and then like people can buy certain items to like kind of rig the game one way or the other. So like you could buy like a banana peel and throw it into the game. And so like, it's, like kind of like Super Mario Kart where like you can throw these things onto the thing, you get them. But the characters aren't going to be the one who actually gets the items. It's going to be the spectators. So the spectators can throw it in, to play that. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I want to have this type of match thing here. So if I leave this, then the person who's currently in there should be able to start the game now. When I go back, this person becomes the admin. So yeah. So yeah, that's all we got for now. This is Yee Ball. Check it out, yeeball.com. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me, and I will see y'all very, very soon. Peace out, y'all.